The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 257, being recorded on May 18, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Welcome back, Gunny. Welcome.
Good evening, Jesus. Good evening to you and listeners.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyways, from the state of Michigan, he's back, people. He's back. Eric Smith, St. Nicholas. Welcome, St. Nicholas.
Shady's back. Back again. Yes,
welcome.
Back.
Welcome, Eric, to the podcast.
What up?
Thanks for coming on. Finally. Took you fucking...
Where have you been?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah, I've been busy, man.
Yeah, we could tell. Yeah.
The first week I had a camping trip, and then the second week I had another camping trip, and then last week I just worked so many hours. I worked 13 hours, and I got home, ate food, and passed right out.
You worked 13 hours, and that's a lot of hours?
In one day for me, yeah.
Dude, I do 16.
Especially
one day is pretty long, yeah. Okay.
Climbing up a pole and carrying a ladder and all that jazz.
Good.
Did I tell you I fell off a ladder?
You fell off a ladder?
Yeah, you can put that in chat.
28 feet, yeah.
28? You fell off a ladder 28 feet?
Yeah, dude.
How? Explain this.
I was climbing up the ladder to on a pole.
On like a light pole?
Huh?
Like on a light pole?
Like a post.
Okay.
A long telephone pole. And the ladder turned on me, and I basically swung right off and fell on my feet first, and then from that it made my knees buckle, and I fell on my back. And luckily there was bushes I fell into. It stopped the ladder from falling on top of me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a rough few months, man.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I bet you checked that ladder twice now, don't you?
Yeah.
More than twice.
Yeah, that's what you get for
Why have you been at this job for an hour? I'm checking my ladder, bro. I've been doing that for an hour? Yeah, I don't want to fall again.
Don't you guys hook those ladders up to something up there? The wires or some shit?
Normally, yeah, there's a strand we can hook to, but I was on a sub pole, so there's nothing there. It's just a pole. So when we get up to the top of the pole, or not top of the pole, just to where we need to hang our cable line, we strap to the pole. So we wrap our harness around the pole and connect it to our belt.
Uh-huh.
But I wasn't able to do that because I was climbing up the ladder.
How the fuck did it turn sideways?
Because the ground was soft at the time, and when I had the feet go into the ground, so they're spiked in the ground.
Yeah.
And I stomped into it to make it solid, and I was just climbing up, and it just turned.
Damn.
I had a whole week off after that, dude.
Oh, damn. I bet you did. I bet your boss was like, fuck, I hope you didn't get hurt.
I got the bill, though.
Safety training course.
From the hospital. I got the bill. Take a guess of what it was.
Oh, let me guess. You got an ambulance ride and everything?
Yep. Yeah. Take a guess.
$6,000.
$2,000.
$27,000.
Oh my god!
And I'm not paying it.
$27,000. Well, what the fuck did they do to you? What are you asking for? A bunch of medicine or some shit? What the fuck did you do at the hospital?
Get
bunch
some
of
shots.
Vicodin. No, they did a lot of blood work, did a CAT scan, an X-ray, and so yeah.
The CAT scan is probably what cost the most, huh?
Oh yeah, dude, it was
$10,000.
I was there because it happened like at 11 o'clock, and when I fell, I wasn't out of breath. I was just kind of in shock of like what just happened.
Uh-huh.
And I call my boss. I'm like, "Hey, Paul." He's like, "Hey, Eric, how are you?" And I was like, "Not so good. I fell off my ladder." He goes, "What?" "Yeah, I fell off my ladder from 28 feet up." He goes, "I'll be there in 10 minutes." And so after I got off the phone, I just kind of laid there for a second, and I was just like breathing and just trying to get my composure. I was shaking.
Oh, I bet you were.
I had so much adrenaline in me. I picked up my ladder, put it back on the sub pole. I was gonna get right back up there and put the line up, and then I was just like, I had my foot on the first rung on the ladder. I'm like, I'm gonna go sit down. And yeah, I sat down, and then like after 30 minutes, I could start feeling it in my ankle, and then it was just the whole day just coming up into my kneecap, up to my hip.
Yeah.
And then my neck was all stiff. Luckily, I was fine. No broken bones, nothing.
I'm surprised you didn't like break your ankle or at least sprain it or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
Landing right on your feet like that.
Yeah, because like the funny thing is when that happened, the only thing I could think about is the scene in Batman when the guy has him over the balcony and he drops him, and he's like, "You're stupid. This isn't gonna kill me." He's like, "I know," and he drops him and he falls and breaks his ankles.
Yeah.
You guys remember that part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we're glad you're okay.
It looks like you landed right, Eric. You landed like a cat on your feet, so that's a good thing. At least you didn't land on your head or something. You know, like.
Oh, I had a helmet on, but
even though, like, the helmet would have probably flown off. The thing would have probably flown off and fell off your head, and you would have busted your head open or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have busted your nose or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, it's. And then they told me that, I wasn't getting workman's comp. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, it's got to kick in. You got to be off work for 7 days to have workman's comp for us to pay you for workman's comp. I'm like, what? That's bogus. And I was like, so what am I supposed to do with these days that I'm not working? Use vacation days. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
No, you should have stayed at the hospital for longer, Eric. You should have milked that shit. You should have been like, my neck hurts. I can't feel my arm. I can't feel half my body.
Start shaking on the bed.
Start having like a fucking seizure and just shaking in the fucking bed.
Stay there for 3 weeks.
I can't see light. But closing your eyes.
There was a time where I faked I was like losing my eyesight.
Oh god.
And my mom, and it's like, Mom, I can't read stuff. I can't see straight. So she took me to the eye doctor to get tests and everything. And so like I could see just fine, and I'm faking this test like I couldn't read it or anything. And we're trying on glasses and everything. They want me to take tests again. I'm like, Mom, I can actually see. I just wanted glasses. She was so mad.
I bet she was. She might have thought you were blind as shit. This kid is blind as fuck.
Pissed. We left. I didn't get glasses that day.
Get glasses, but she had to pay for that whole thing, huh?
Oh yeah, she did.
Fucking lying to you.
I think that was the worst thing I've ever done as a child. Worst thing.
Just lie to your parents about having bad eyesight. At least it was just eyesight. At least you didn't like fake something else.
Right. That was a bad. Yeah,
man. But you fucked up. You, like I said, you should have fallen off that ladder. So you couldn't feel your arm, you couldn't feel half your head or something. Yeah, I don't know my name. Just what's your name, sir? I don't know my name.
Asked me my date of birth, and I should have slipped up.
Yeah, you should have said it all backwards or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, he can't say numbers right anymore. Just like
start drooling everywhere.
There you go. Give me workman's comp now, motherfuckers. Woo! Oh, man. Yep. Anyways, people, you can follow us on Twitter at _horriblegamers. Review us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, and all the platforms that you're using us on. Also, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community is the group you can join. That's a close group on Facebook, so that means anything we post in the group or other members post in the group is not visible by people outside of the group. Also, to join, you got to answer a few questions. Very simple, but you got to answer them, or else we will not accept your request to join the group. I don't know if you guys seen this, but the last week or two, lots of groups were going secret. I don't know if you noticed that on your timelines or whatever, on your Facebook machine. But the reason the groups were going secret was because there was a group of like these people from India, I think, and a legit group of people, like a bunch of them, were getting together, and what they were doing is they would join a group en masse. So like 10 or 15 people would join a group, especially open groups, and groups that didn't really have any requirements to like join. They weren't closed or whatever. And even some closed groups. So they would join these groups, and what they would do is they would post a picture of child pornography or something like that, or a child being abused or something, you know what I mean? And they would report that picture a bunch of times, saying like, "Hey, this group is promoting this," and all of them would like go and report that picture at the same time. So what Facebook does automatically, it doesn't. No one's there to look at it, right? Like, all it does is the computer thinks like, "Oh fuck, like." This group is being flagged for child pornography or whatever, we're going to ban it. So then all of a sudden, all the admins in the group lose, they would lose like control of the group, and then Facebook would just close the group, just to delete it. No. They would just delete the group, like, hey, your group's been deleted, like, you guys for posting child pornography or whatever. And yeah, so people, what they were doing last week is they were changing their groups from open or public to secret. So no one can find the group. So when a group is secret, no one can even search for that group on Facebook. You have to invite people from within the group. Like if I'm in a secret group, I have to invite you, Gunny, into the group for you to be able to even see it or join it. And that's what people were doing. So I noticed a lot of podcast groups, like Podcasts Unlocked. A lot of the IGN groups were doing it. A lot of other groups were doing it too. So yeah, yeah, it sucks for them. Sucks for them. We're pretty good about moderating our group. Anything I see weird in our group, I delete right away, whatever it is. You know what I mean? If I see somebody selling something, or if I don't trust them or I don't know them, or they didn't clear it with me or whatever, I just delete shit. If I see you posting links to fucking Twitch, I delete it. Delete, motherfucker.
Ban hammer.
No, I don't ban people really, but I delete it. But if I do feel like the person hasn't really posted ever in the group, because we do have members in there that just join the group and never post anything. They're just there to like watch. And then all of a sudden they'll post something about like buying some shoes or something on like, come buy these shoes online or make $1 million or some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, Ellen DeGeneres is giving away $300,000. Like, that shit I was deleted from the group. Because we all know she's not giving away $300,000. Come on, people. Why the fuck would she do that? But yeah, anyways, that's your update for Facebook news this week. Patreon.com/horriblegamers is where you can go to support the show financially with dinero, money, dollars, pounds. How else can I say money? Give me another language to say
cash.
Pesos. Yen. Monopoly Canadian money. Yen. You could, any kind of money, just go to patreon.com/horriblegamers, like Jonathan Hall has, Alan Maybe, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Dirty Bite, Robbie Wheat, David Steiner, Brian Capessa, The Mayo, Jonathan Arcelo, Pork Chop Who, Bo Sassone, Jesse Kraft, Henley Bill Gardner, Bill Gardner the second. Thank you, Bill Gardner too, and thank you to all you people. It's hard to tell, like, on like Patreon, like who's paid and who hasn't, because some people stop paying, some people their cards get declined, some people, they delete their Patreon pledge. It's kind of tricky, so I have to like look at the list every month and figure that out, because I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Anyways, I know there's 16 of you.
Thank you.
What do we get if we are a patron?
So you're going to get HGP Plus content, which I haven't done anything in a long time. It's just really recently, man, there hasn't been nothing to talk about that's interesting on the news for gaming. I'm hoping around E3 time lots of cool things happen, which I hope that's the case. But that's really it, like extra shows and stuff.
You can go on Kotaku because they stir up all sorts of drama.
Oh, fuck them. I'm going to talk about
Yeah, I was going to talk about that.
The claptrap drama that was happening.
You also get
we did talk about that.
You get a little badge on your Discord. You become a Patreon machine on there, and then that's really it. I mean,
how do I become a top fan on Facebook? I want that badge.
You want the top fan?
I want
badge?
the top fan badge.
I don't know how to make top fans, but I know people have become top fans, and I don't know how. I
randomly got it on some Facebook group that I don't even go to.
Can I make top fans? Is that the thing? I don't know. Am I going to start Patreoning top fans?
Let's do it. You give us money, you can become a top fan. You get the badge.
A top fan.
You get to make 4 posts a week.
Let me see here. I'll make somebody a top fan. Let's see. Can I make Gunny a top fan? I can make him an admin.
Already am.
Let's see here. I can make somebody. I can't make a top fan. You can't make a top fan. No.
So how does it decide who's a top fan?
Oh, fuck, I don't know, man.
Does Facebook side? How do they know?
I can see moderators and admins. So we have admins. We have our.
I think Facebook is watching us right now.
I mean, I'm trying to make a top fan. I cannot make a top fan.
Facebook, if you're listening, how do we make a top fan? We know you're listening.
I can make people moderators. You guys want to become moderators?
Talk about charcoal, and then I'm going to get an ad for charcoal on Facebook.
Yeah, we want to talk about charcoal?
Let's talk about charcoal.
Yeah, now you're going to get a bunch of ads about, medical fucking falling off of ladders and shit.
Yeah, ladders.
Ladders. Medical insurance.
Aflac. I'm going to get a bunch of Aflac ads.
Aflac accident fucking insurance.
Medicare.
Oh, man. Anyways, people. That's...
Do the HGP Plus episodes have to be about games? Can they be about anything?
That's the thing that I've been wondering. Do the Patreon people want to listen to things that are not related to games? Because I could talk about anything.
I think
but it's
it would
up to
be
them.
Refreshing not to hear about video games.
So you don't want me to make it about video games then, Eric?
We can do cooking.
I could make it about anything. I could legitimately make it about anything. All right.
I make
feelings if you're having a bad day.
You want me to make HGP Plus my diary and have people listen to my life?
Yeah.
The Jesus Chronicles.
The Jesus Chronicles. That's a new podcast, dude.
Jesus Chronicles. Subscribe for the Jesus Chronicles on patreon.com/horrible gamers, where I will be talking about things. You know what? I'm going to do that. The Jesus Chronicles is going to be a thing on HGP Plus.
It just needs to be a podcast. Or we just need to make our own network. Yeah. And so we can just have the Jesus Chronicles as a show.
I'm going to make the Jesus Chronicles a Patreon thing. A Patreon exclusive Jesus Chronicles. Talk about Jesus' life. You guys are going to learn a lot about me and my life there. You guys get prepared. Prepare yourself for a ride on the Jesus life train.
Woo! You can bring someone else in to talk about their life.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it for the Patreon. Patreon.com/horrible gamers. Thank you guys. Shout out to all of you. Get ready for the Jesus Chronicles. I'm going to make the first episode tomorrow. You watch. I'm going to post it in there.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Patreon people.
And only the Patreon people are going to listen to it. Not even Eric gets to listen to it because he's not Patreon. Not even Eric.
I have the password.
Oh, fuck.
What's the password?
Gunny has the password. I gotta change the password.
I have the app on my phone. I can just play it from there.
Anyways, people, it's time to... The intro song is done by Fallon and Twistix. It's called The Breakout. The outro song is done by Broke for Free. It's called Night Owls, so go listen to them on YouTube. So yeah, Broke for Free. Cool song. Night Owls, very popular. And Fallon and Twistix, Breakout. So yeah, thanks to Canadian for that song. Anyways, let's talk about video games this week. Let's talk about what we've been playing. This is a video game podcast, of course. It's not a Falling Off of Ladders podcast or Insurance podcast or the Jesus Chronicles podcast.
Sign up on our Patreon. You'll get those podcasts.
Yeah. Eric's going to talk about his falling off a ladder experiences.
just make a new episode.
Every week he's going to fall off a different... He's going to fall off different ladders every week. Just going to have like different lengths.
It's going to be called the Ladder Chronicles.
This week I fell off a 15-foot ladder. Next week.
2 weeks.
I can't do anything. I am on a final write-up.
Oh,
and so if
really?
I do anything else, I'm done.
Wait. They wrote you up for falling off the ladder?
They wrote me up saying it was a safety issue.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But how are you supposed to get your job done? I mean, I don't get how is that a safety issue?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna fight with them about it. But
so you said,
yeah, I signed it.
So you signed a thing saying that you were the one that created a safety issue, but you said that the policy is when there's no line to hook onto, the little hook things, you guys have to climb up there and hook yourself up to the pole. So if the whole accident happened while you were climbing up there to hook yourself up to the pole, like safety procedure says, why is it your fault? Is it because you didn't put the ladder on a hard surface or something?
Essentially, yeah. The ladder safety.
But was there a hard surface near the pole where you could put the ladder?
No, it was all soft ground.
So what the fuck then? Their safety is they should have put their line on a different pole for you to put a...
You know what? I'm going to march in there on Monday morning on my day off and say, you know what? You know about that write-up? It's your fault. You should have put something on that pole.
You should tell them. Tell them they should put like a hook or something up there. Something. Yeah. Right?
I decline any admission to guilt.
You tell them, Eric. Fuck that. Tell them that that's a fake signature. Somebody forged your signature. You didn't sign that.
No,
just roll up there in your wheelchair and go, look what happened. Yeah.
What happened? Eric, this happened like a month ago. Yeah, well, look now. Yeah. Look what it's doing to me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's slowly deteriorating my bones.
You never know. It could happen, bro. You could have really injured your hip or something. Maybe you got like a little hairline fracture in your hip, but you don't feel it. But maybe it's there, Eric. And 10 years from now, you're gonna be walking down the street with your kid, and your hip is gonna fall off a place. It's gonna just break.
Oh, my hip! If the hospital didn't catch that during the CAT scan and X-ray, then they kind of...
They were doing the hobo CAT scan because they know you weren't paying for it. So, you know what, fuck
I ain't paying for shiznit, man.
We got to do the hobo CAT scan. We just got to tell him he's fine. He's fine.
Yes. They're like, we're gonna do this real fast and try to get you out of here. I'm like, I don't care. I'm getting paid by the hour right now to lay on my back.
They're not even looking at the CAT scan. They're just looking at their text messages. Oh yeah, you're fine, dude. No, everything came out good. You're good. Don't worry.
Maybe I played it off like I was totally fine. Maybe I didn't even fall off my ladder. I'm a good actor.
Ooh, Eric. Oh.
No, actually, I did. I did fall. There was no faking that.
Anyways, let's talk about video games, people. Anyways,
this is what the other show should just be. Us rambling
about dumb shit. Anyways, video games. Video game talk, Eric. I played a game this week. It's called Rage 2.
Me too.
So Rage 2, I ended up buying it on the PC machine. It was actually pretty cheap. On PC, I was able to find it for $38 on CD keys or something, and I got it for the Bethesda launcher. Now I got one more launcher on my screen.
Another icon on your PC.
Another icon. Let me move it up next to all the other icons right now. There. Oh, yeah, it's on the top now next to all the other icons.
Yeah.
Of all the other launchers.
Tough clicks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 launchers on a fucking PC. Jesus.
Just think you got to keep those all updated.
And they all have automatic updates set to default, so it fucking updates all of them whenever I turn on this fucking PC. Anyways, so I ended up getting Rage 2 on the PC. I launched it and it works. It ran it has default settings for high or whatever, and I just missed a little bit with some of the settings. Didn't really do a whole bunch of tinkering there, just kind of unlocked the frame rate and all that. And then I ended up playing it on the PC, and man, the game is a lot of fun. I was actually playing it on the stream, had some people watching. So the game starts off with some stupid story, some guys attacking some fucking dude, whatever, but shit's exploding, who cares? Anyways, the first thing you do once you finish the first cutscene and do all watch the big guy getting shot and all it's kind of like a tutorial area. You get out and you get into your car, and your car talks, dude. That's fucking cool. Your little car, it actually talks and it talks shit to you, and it'll talk to you like, hey, hello, welcome, thank you for coming back. You get in your car, you drive off, and it's like it reminds me of Mad Max meets Borderlands, kind of. You know what I mean, Gunny?
I would agree with that.
You know, like Mad Max was a game where you were driving around the desert and it's post-apocalyptic. Everything's you just run around. You got a guy hanging on your car, and shooting your guns, and you're crashing into other cars. This game the car has guns. You have like little turrets in the front, and as you're driving, like the guns kind of auto lock to things that are in front of you, like enemies that are in front of you. They'll automatically lock to whatever enemy's closer, or whatever enemy's easier to shoot. But the guns don't turn all the way around. They kind of just shoot the front, like to the front of the car. And then later on, you can get upgrades for like different things on your car. You can unlock like a different type of weapon for your car. And now I unlocked, I think they're called cruise missiles. So I have like fucking missiles that my car can shoot out of the front. Like the guns like go down and they go back up, and the gun switches or whatever, and you shoot missiles out of the car. Very colorful game. It's all deserty, so it's kind of cool. Like I like that, where everything's kind of brown and very dry looking.
Reminds me of like an Arizona, Utah. Post-apocalyptic.
But then all of a sudden you're driving and you see like pink smoke and flares, and like like when you get to like a camp where there's enemies camping out or whatever, you usually see pink smoke, and they're obviously the enemies are dressed in like pink colors. They got mohawks and shit, blue hair, green hair, all that shit. But they're running at you with colorful looking guns. The shooting feels good. The shooting is probably one of the best things of the whole game. Is when you're shooting that rifle, it's easy to get headshots. It's easy to do all that. When you're shooting the shotgun, it's easy to kill multiple people at the same time. So like, if two people are running at you down a hallway, you pull out that shotgun, you shoot at them, you're gonna take out those two people. So like, the shotgun feels really good, and it's an upgrade that you get pretty early in the game. You get it like on the main mission, right?
Yeah, like in the first hour, you get it.
The first hour you go to that main mission, you get that shotgun. I like the arcs. The arcs are these things where you get your upgrades, so you get different ability upgrades and or maybe weapons as an upgrade. Like you unlock weapons in these arcs as well. So you get to these different arcs, and you unlock different abilities. For example, a double jump or a slide jump, or something where like you get more. You can slide and shoot people at the same time, and like different abilities like that. And those are pretty cool. But overall, the game, I don't know what the fuck the story is. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't sit here and tell you, like, what is the story of Rage 2? Because I was streaming it, and I was mostly talking to people on the stream. So I wasn't paying attention to the story at all. I was just like, I don't know. Some general is taking over. Some guy's attacking people. He has an army. And then there's the crazy guys with the mohawks out there, too. And they're trying to kill you. And there's villages or towns or cities or whatever, and I don't really know shit. I don't know nothing. I met a lady who's a mayor of a city, and she's like a badass. She was killing these guys that were trying to take over her office or whatever. She was just like executing them as I walked in. She was like boom, 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 pulling out her gun and doing like backflips and shit and shooting people. And then I like defended her for a second, and she gave me an objective to go do something. See, I don't know the story. I'm just shooting things.
Right.
Shit's colorful. Shit's colorful. There's people with blue hair that I'm shooting at, blowing their heads off, and that's really it. That's all I know. Gunny, go, Gunny. Talk about Rage 2.
So, I mean, this is not something that I was like anticipating this year, like a lot, but did pick that up on Xbox this last night. Mm-hmm. And so far I'm not really impressed with it. I do like the shooting. I do like you said, the shotgun's good, and you get in a basic assault rifle, and a pistol. It's just it's very much Doom. It's software, right? So, even the driving's good. Like I have no issues with
the driving feels pretty good.
Yeah. So what don't you like about it?
I think the fact that even Game Informer said this, it doesn't do anything new. For example, when you go out and you go to a bandit camp thing, and there'll be like what Jesus said, there's like a thing called an arc. Basically, you just go up to it, press LB to like, it does this power thing, and then that opens up this like pyramid thing, and you walk in, and it'll do the Doom thing where you stick your hand in there, and it'll be all right, you just unlock this new ability. So basically, they're just giving you like just a short tutorial.
Yeah, how to use the ability. So like, you've unlocked the ground pound. So the ground pound is if you're high up on a ledge, you jump off the ledge and you hold LB and press A at the same time, and the guy or the girl, if you're playing the guy or the girl, it doesn't matter. You can punch the ground and like it does like an explosion around you or whatever. You know what I mean? Like a superhero.
Yeah, so I don't know if I have the ground pound or not. Like the first one I unlocked was, pressing A twice.
Double jump.
Yeah, the double
like,
jump.
Why the fuck do you need a tutorial for a double jump?
Well, the good thing is that it was super short, and then I was like, at the same time, I was like, really? I really needed a tutorial for this?
Yeah.
You even had to add this to the arc? Like, it couldn't just be part of the normal game itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like, you had to add this to the arc. Why is a double jump a thing I have to go like unlock? You know?
Yeah, so that was like the first
unlock
thing.
A double jump.
Yeah, like I was like, okay.
You gotta go to the arc to unlock double jump.
But it does give you a list. If you go in the menu, it's going to give you a list of the things you haven't unlocked.
Hey, $2.99 to unlock double jump. No,
it's not a pay-to thing. Like, there's no loot boxes.
I'm joking. Like, that's the next step.
But like, if it was EA, yes, it would be like unlock. Pay us $1 to unlock this.
But you know what I did do today is I went to one of the towns, and in there's always vendors in there all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things you could do is you could buy these. They're like map locations to where those arcs are. And I bought one today, and I was like, oh, wait, shit, I could just go YouTube it. Why do I have to spend my in-game money to do this?
Yeah.
So I haven't done that yet, but that's what I plan on doing going forward. I'm like, I'm not going to spend any of my cash that I could use to buy, weapon ammo or grenades.
I wouldn't buy any ammo ever, unless you absolutely just need it. Over the most part, like, you can just walk into a camp and start shooting people, and you're gonna find ammo boxes like a lot, an abundance of ammo. Just find those boxes.
I have not had any issue. Like, I'm always full on ammo. So yeah, I'm not sure why they added. I think because if you look at it, the way I see it is, there's just such a lack of things in each store.
There really is. I mean, I look forward to when the game is fully fleshed out, because they're gonna add content to the game. They've already said so. They're gonna add a new boss here in a couple weeks.
Like they got a map laid out,
like an enemy, and then they're gonna add like a new area to the map next month, and they're gonna add something else in the month after that. So they got like a roadmap for the game, which is kind of weird. So they're treating it like a games as a service almost.
Yeah.
But there's no pay to win. There's no microtransactions whatsoever. So that's cool. I like that there's no microtransactions. I like that the single player story is getting like content, which is keeping it fresh. That's something new that we really haven't seen in other single-player games, right, without like having to pay for DLC. Like in other single-player games, historically or traditionally, I would say for like Mass Effect or whatever the fuck, like The Witcher, to get extra content or extra stories or extra missions, you're going to be paying for that content, and this is coming out for free. Like Rage is saying, like, look, no, man, you paid for our game, we're going to give you content for free. That's really cool.
Yeah, and I think they did that, was it Doom 2, where they added like all that like multiplayer stuff and the custom maps and everything. Nothing I ever touched, but I'm glad. I appreciated the fact that they added all that stuff there for free. Like, you didn't have to pay for it.
It is an open world game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm about 4 hours in. I'm just going to each check mark, and I do like the fact that they have these. Like, it'll have like a level difficulty at each location for like a camp or some kind of stronghold where it'll say.
So check it out, Gunny. Like in May, they said the game launches. They're gonna add Wasteland challenges. So that's challenges to do in the game to get more like XP or whatever. They're adding new weapon skins. I guess more things. Weapon skins you can unlock in the game, right? Because I haven't seen any pay to win shit in there. And they're going to unlock a world event later this month called Bring the Ruckus, where they're going to add like a big dude into the game, and you're going to have to kill him and whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Next month in June, they're going to do the 30-day update, and they're going to add a new world event called the New Ride. A new world event, a new ride, and it's going to call the world event is going to be called Mech Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself. So it looks like a fucking Titanfall 2 Titan. But like a hobo Titan, like it's made out of like junk parts, like a car.
Oh, nice.
So you walk around like a Titan, and they're gonna add new challenges, new skins, and new cheat codes, which is kind of weird. Cheat codes.
I did see the cheat code menu in there.
And then they're gonna add in July. They're gonna add a new ride. It's called the One Wheeler. Oh, that is maybe a unicycle. I don't know. They're going to add Wasteland challenges, more skins, and another global event is coming called Global Warming. Like a huge worm is in the game, looks like. August, more Wasteland challenges, a world event called Mutant Derby, then weapon skins, and a new... Oh, wait, this is a new paid DLC, Rise of the Ghost expansion. So this new paid DLC is going to add a new story, new enemy faction, new weapons, abilities, vehicles, areas. And then in the fall, they're going to do another world event called Rageisode 2, Attack of the Drones. And that's going to add Wasteland challenges and weapon skins. But they're also going to release another DLC that's paid for with new story, weapons, abilities. So I guess if you want more like actual story, there's going to be paid DLC. Which...
Okay. That's the old school way of things.
I don't know the story, but I mean, the challenges are cool, I guess, for people that are going to be playing the game. I just don't see people sticking it out till fall to get free stuff.
But you figure by then it's going to be $35,
and people will be buying it.
Do you think having this game be like an open world game kind of hurts it a little bit? What if they made it more kind of linear, single story driven game would be better for it? What do you think?
Not really. I like the fact that it's open.
So Jesus, you like it as open. Gunny, you would like a linear experience.
Yes, I would have preferred
with probably mild open world aspects, kind of like Tomb Raider, the newest Tomb Raider, or Uncharted 4. Or you haven't played Uncharted 4.
You know what? So maybe the newest Tomb Raider. That's a good example of what I would have preferred.
Well, what I like is that the game is open because I like the car. I fucking like the car. The car is dope, dude. The car is fucking awesome. But I mean, I guess if you could give me like a little area where I can still drive the car and shoot. What
if it was like Uncharted 4, like open world-esque? Because that wasn't like, it wasn't open. It was linear, but the maps were big enough where you could drive that car around and wreck some stuff.
I want to shoot shit with my car. All right.
Okay.
I want to shoot things, Eric. I want to blow things up.
I don't know. Boom. Yeah, and so maybe I could just be burnt out on open world stuff.
It could be that, yeah.
Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, there's an encampment, there's a question mark. All right, I can go there.
Do you think open world games are going to be overstaying their welcome soon?
Never. No, it's a thing that it'll never go away. Open world games are always going to be a thing, and they're a good thing. I like him. I like him existing because I don't want Cyberpunk to be a single player, single thing that's driven in one direction all the time. Right. Like Cyberpunk, I want to experience it in my own pace, explore the world at my own pace, find things that other people didn't find. Kind of like how Red Dead Redemption 2 was for me, where like I know some people that finished that campaign fairly quick, and they were like, "Oh, the game sucks." And for me, it wasn't like the game didn't suck for me, and I think a lot of the reasons the game didn't suck for me was because I legitimately got immersed in that fucking world. Like I was paying attention to Arthur. Like, I knew his story, the character. Like, I fucking loved Arthur, man. Like, I knew that dude. Like, I could resonate with that guy. Like, you know what I mean? So by the time the end of the game came around and I found out, like, oh, spoilers, people. He was dying from the bronchitis or tuberculosis or whatever. He was dying, right? Like, when that happened, I was like, man, I legit felt bad. I felt like, fuck, this is sad.
Right.
Like, I know my guy is dying.
You were invested. For sure.
Like, I felt legitimately like I felt sad for him because I was like, fuck, this is rough, dude. Like, man, like, he's going to die. And there's nothing I could do about it. You know, like, I even was Googling, like, on fucking Google, like, how do I heal Arthur? Like, what do I give him? You know, like, how do I make this guy live forever?
That's gonna be some paid DLC you gotta get.
but like, I couldn't, and that was like that's why like that whole game really grabbed me, and I don't think you could do that. And the reason I think it grabbed me was because like a lot of those missions, some people ran through those chapters pretty quick, and I didn't. When like chapter 2 came or chapter 3 came for me, I ran around that whole fucking map, or the areas that I could at least. Like, you couldn't go into Blackwater till the end of the game, but like. That whole top area of the map, like, I explored that shit, dude. I found some cool, crazy shit in that game that maybe some people didn't.
You found Wolfman. No, almost. Maybe.
Feeling like a UFO sighting. I had a UFO sighting in the game. I experienced it. I saw a UFO come down.
That's awesome.
Jeez, did you ever watch that video I showed you about the guy that went up past the map and almost out of it?
Almost, dude. I did that.
I went that town.
I went past this like cabin, like this, like I was like on the mountains in the snow area, and there was like it was during the daytime, and I went by it on my horse, right? Like during the daytime, it was all empty, like an abandoned town, and then like I was camping up there doing some hunting, like in the snow area. I spent like days up there, like 3 or 4 days just out there camping or whatever. Then I came back down the mountain, and as I was coming down the mountain, it was nighttime when I was coming back, and the town was lit up. Like somebody was in that town. I was like, I got scared. I was like, man. So I pulled out my shotgun. I went down there, and there was nobody in the town. It was just like everything was lit up. Like somebody lit a bunch of candles and lanterns. Or like there was nobody there.
A witch.
There is like weird shit in the game, man. There's real like there's like ghosts in the game. There is ghosts in the game that you can find. There's like I said, the UFO. I don't think there's Sasquatch, but there's like rumors of Sasquatch. There's other things you can find in the game that's pretty creepy, like creepy looking shit. You can find the vampire dude. So yeah, like I said, people are gonna enjoy different games, and I think that open world games need to stay because they're a thing that we need. You know, kind of like Battle Royale is a thing we need. And, you know, different games are good. It brings variety. Like, if everything was single-player, linear-driven shit, it would get boring. You would get tired of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. But I guess I'm only 4 hours in, so it could, I don't know. I'm not feeling that well today. I mean, it could just be that,
it could be
I don't know, maybe it will grab me.
Yeah.
I
love the shooting, man.
Playing for another 5 hours.
The shooting is incredible in that game. Just like, you feel like a total fucking badass when you just go into a camp and start lighting people up and blowing them up and shooting shit and destroying things and jumping around and doing grapplings and doing your little force push. It is so cool. So yeah, so Rage 2 people, I played it. Would I recommend you paying $60 for it? Probably not. But like me, I paid under $40 for it, so that was worth the price for me. Right. There's plenty of other games that I paid way more than $40 for, and I didn't enjoy nearly as much, or have played nearly as much. But yeah, Rage 2 is fun.
It is. Even some of those, real quickly, some of the towns are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the towns are cool, but like I said, for another example, I was playing the other day on stream, and Solo Cam was watching me, and he was saying like, "Look, man, like it's kind of like a letdown when you went into the town because you're bumping into people and they're not reacting." And he's like, "All the games need to copy Red Dead, because Red Dead, if you bumped into somebody as you're walking down the street, that person would fucking be like, hey, what the fuck's your problem? You know, like they would legit stop and like look at you and try to fight with you or pull out their guns or whatever. You know what I mean?
You did anything wrong in Red Dead, the cops are gonna come after you.
Yeah, and like you bumped into somebody as you're walking down like into a bar or something. The person would try to fight you or they'd be like, hey, pull out their gun or whatever and be like, yeah, that's what I thought. You know, like you can either fight them or you know, start shooting at them, or they put their gun away and you can just keep walking or whatever. So they would actually react.
It's a Red Dead clone. This is what Rage 2 is.
No, I wish Red Dead 2 was or Rage 2 was a Red Dead 2 clone, man. Like, I would love it.
I'm perfectly fine with the way it is when you come into a town, and then there's options for some AI people in the world to either you could press X on, you know, if I'm playing on Xbox to get more information from them. And that will go into your intel, or you could just choose to just listen to what they have to say.
And the information they give you is pretty dumb shit. It's like, oh, we heard that there was this thing over here.
Yeah, it'll unlock it on your map, or it's just really just like.
And I've been there, and I'm like,
senseless information, but still,
like, this is useless. I should just be playing the story to finish this game already. But no, I'm taking my time with it. Kind of, like I said, I've been playing on a stream serve. You see me streaming Rage 2 and you want to see more about it or see how it plays or whatever, just come watch me, man. You know what I mean? Just watch. Motherfucker, are you? Yeah.
Mixer.com.
Yeah, mixer.com/JesusWalksAlot. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I got an announcement. I should have mentioned that in the beginning of the show, huh?
Embers.
Announcement time. I couldn't Embers, people. Actually, I got into this program called Embers for All. On Mixer, only 3,000 streamers got accepted. from the Mixer group or whatever. So that's if you're not a like in Mixer, it's kind of like Twitch. If you're not a partner, you can't earn money. So partners get paid for hitting milestones with their sparks. Owner can also earn like embers. Embers are this paid currency on Mixer. It's like Twitch bits where you're paying for like a bag of Twitch bits, but you're paying for embers on Mixer, and you can use these embers on Mixer to support your streamers that you like to watch. If you have a partner streamer you like to watch, you can support them. But me, I'm not a partner streamer because I only have like 90 something followers at this point. Which thank you to everybody for following me. I fucking really appreciate you guys. But anyways, I can actually earn embers right now from now through like the end of July. So to August 1st, I think I can earn embers. And there's no limit to how much money I can earn. So if you guys just want to support the shit out of me and go in there and just, hey, I want to give you $10, $5, whatever it is, like, just go in there and support me. I would really appreciate it. Anything as low as $1 even, yeah, like support me. But I do have to hit a minimum to get paid. I have to get a minimum of $50 to get paid. So they're going to send me like a $50 thing on PayPal or some shit. But once I hit $50, anything I earn above that, I still get paid that too. What's really cool about embers, unlike bits, the streamer gets paid all the value of the embers. So an ember is worth a penny. And like if you give me 100 embers, that's $1 that goes to me, and Mixer doesn't take a cut out of that. Where they take the cut is when you buy the embers. So they're going to charge you like whatever it is for a pack of embers. You know what I mean? If you buy like $1 worth of embers, they might charge you $1.50 or something. You know what I mean? So that's how it works. So like they're giving the full cut to me when you support me with embers, and I really appreciate it. What you do with the embers on my stream is you get some pretty cool little effects in the chat. You can put like little holographic goats and shit. It's pretty fucking cool. The other night, actually, Native Lives Matter and Native Lives Matters, Nipron, and a few other people were on my Mixer, and they were actually supporting me with embers. Actually, they gave me some embers. Matter of fact, let me go tell you right now what they gave me. So let's go here to my ember machine. Native Lives Matters gave me 600 embers. Nipron gave me 250, and Vaderholic gave me 250. So thank you guys for giving me embers. I sincerely appreciate it. And yeah, so you can go.
And these are
support
people
me
that are that were playing co-op or playing with you today as well. And you don't have to. You can just go in and enjoy the stream as well.
Yeah, and Native Lives Matter was playing for me today. He was playing a game that I'm going to talk about right now called Mordhau. Playing it on stream as well today. I had a great stream today, man. Beautiful stream. It went awesome because I started playing Mordhau. A lot of people came in there, started chatting with me, talking away, looking at the game, watching the game. And damn, is that game good. So Mordhau is that fighting game. It's a For Honor meets Chivalry game. You're fighting knights and knights. That's what you're fighting. Knights.
Good game, man. It's brutal.
It's on Steam. But the game is so fucking fun, man. So the game controls with your mouse, like I said before. You block with the right trigger. You like slice or stab people with the little wheel on your mouse. You roll it forward to stab people, like you actually stab them. And then to slice at them, you just click, and then you gotta like direct the sword like from the left or the right or whatever. But there's different weapons. There's spears. I finally unlocked the crossbow, so I got a crossbow now. And actually I can, which is really cool, the crossbow is you just pull it back and you just hold it, right? And that's pretty cool because you don't have to sit there and like when you're using the regular bow and arrow, your guy has to hold back the arrow, right? He's like pulling it back to hold it. Well, with the crossbow, you don't have to worry about that, so you do never loses like his steadiness or whatever.
So like it's aim, right?
Yeah, with aiming, because like with the bow and arrow, if you're holding it back, the dude starts shaking like really bad because he can't hold it anymore, and then eventually he like just shoots it randomly. You know what I mean? And the screen is shaking, and you don't know where the hell you're trying to aim. I'm not the greatest with the crossbow, but I do enjoy using the spear. The spear is like my favorite weapon almost. Because you can jab with the spear and stab people from a distance, or you can like slice at people. I know people watching the stream probably think I suck because I died a lot. But the game is not easy. Everyone dies in this game. There's like not...
You die quick.
there's not one person that I met playing the game that doesn't die. Everyone dies, even like the good people die.
I was watching Sheriff Eli, and he's like good at. I guess you could say he's like a top Twitch streamer, and you should have heard him. He's like just the same thing. You go in there, 15 seconds later, boom,
Yeah,
but
you're
hey,
fucking
maybe he
dead.
dropped a couple guys at the same time.
Yeah, and there was a few moments in the game where like I got like 4 kills in a row or 3 kills in a row or double kills, because in some situations like you may just have the right angle for the right swing at the right time, and you swing your sword or your axe or your spear, and you hit the person right in the neck, and their head chops off. Like it's just. Even if they have 100% health, it's automatic. Like your head is chopped off, dude. Your head's gone flying, and it feels awesome. It feels fucking epic when you do that, dude. Because there was a kill that I had today with the spear. I ran up to these dudes at their base, and they were just like all trying to hit me, right? And I like stabbed the first dude and killed him, because sometimes when you stab people with the spear, you get like an automatic kill. So I stabbed this dude in the heart, killed him. I pulled the spear out of his body, and then I swung it at like these other dudes that were running at me. And my spear has like an axe on the end of it. It has like an axe thing. So it's just fucking like cut all those guys' heads off. And I got like a triple kill, like right back to back to back to back. So
That's
like
pretty cool.
It was pretty epic, dude. And the game, it's just a lot of fun. And the screaming, there's like a little button you can press. And the button does like a war cry. So like, the guys are screaming like their war cries. Forward! And they have like about 100 different words they say or whatever, and they're just like screaming different things, and they have different pitches of voice, and the different characters have different ones, and I love doing those because it's just like.
Yeah, I like it when you press. Those are funny. Like on your way to battle.
Yeah, on the way to battle, you just keep spamming the guy screaming. And the cool thing is that like there's a lot of the game is set up so like there's a lot of moments in the game where something funny can happen, which works perfect for the stream, because like all of a sudden you're fighting like this crazy battle with like 7 dudes or whatever. Your guys are all dying next to you. There's catapults flying over your head. And, like, you look over, and there's a dude standing there with, like, a little lute guitar thing.
Yeah.
And he's playing the guitar, like, ding, 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 ding. Looks like he's playing a banjo or something in the middle of the battle. He's just, like, has no shirt on, no pants on. He's just, like, ding, 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 playing a fucking banjo. And he's just, like, running around playing that thing. It just looks hilarious in the middle of, like, this battlefield. You know what I mean?
He's there for morale, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of get you to come back and... get in on this fight. Let me play my loot.
Everyone's like in there with like badass looking armor or spears and swords and like crossbows and arrows and bows, and like there's this dude playing the fucking banjo half naked in the middle of the battlefield. Just
that would be my guy.
Yeah.
And like the cool thing is that you can make your own characters and like equip them with different tools or whatever, or weapons, and like I've seen people create characters where like they'll have 3 guitars. So they have like one equipped on their hip, another one equipped on their hip, and then they're carrying one in their hand. so they're just like, all they do is they play the guitars, and what they do is, the reason they carry more than one is because sometimes they'll run up to somebody and try to hit them with the guitar.
I was just going to ask, can they like swing at somebody?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
That's
you can block,
amazing.
too.
You can flip the guitar over and hold it by the neck of the thing and swing it at people and hit people in the head and kill them.
That's awesome.
So people running around swinging these fucking lutes and they're hitting people on the head or whatever. But sometimes, like, say like I have a sword and you have a sword, Eric, and we're coming at each other. If both of us swing at the same time, the game is really good about like how the swords hit each other, or they hit you on the leg, or they hit you in the arm, your arm chops off, or your leg will chop off. But sometimes the swords will hit each other. Like if we're both swinging at the same time, they go ding, and you can hear the sword. Like if that moment is so good, it's so well done, where like you can hear the swords sliding against each other. Like you hear them sliding. Cool. It's like, fuck, that's so fucking cool.
Is this only for PC?
Yeah. It is. It sucks. But yeah, like the swords will be sliding against each other. But like if you have a fucking guitar and you swing your guitar and there's a sword coming, that thing's gonna break your guitar. So that's the reason people carry 3 guitars.
I think some of the best moments I watched today.
That's amazing.
And all those streams that you've done so far is when, you've got a a group of people, you know, both red and blue fighting each other, and you come into the mix, and all you hear is like you can hear the metallic clings of the swords.
Yeah.
The swords hitting the shields, bones crunching.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get in there and somebody chops your hand off, and it's just like, it's just wild. Just wild.
Because, like, all of a sudden, you'll be, like, holding your spear or your sword, and somebody can come up behind you and swing at you, and say you're turning while they're swinging, and they hit your hand flies off. And your guy's sitting there like, Aah! Your guy's just start
everywhere.
Like, your guy like looks down at his hand and there's just like blood gushing out of your arm. And he's like,
It makes me think of oh shoot, what's that movie? Monty Python.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your arm is just like bleeding everywhere, and like you can still like maybe if you have you may drop your spear or your sword if it's a two-handed weapon, but then you can still punch with your right hand until you die. You usually don't live very long after you get your arm chopped off or something, but you can still run around for like 5 seconds. I have like a 5-second thing where like if somebody chops off my leg or my foot or my arm, like they can chop off my whole arm, like I can still run around and punch people with my right arm if my left arm gets chopped off for like about 5 seconds. Yeah, you fight to the death pretty much. At that point, you know you're going to die because your character is screaming like bloody murder. You're going to die. But maybe you can go down punching somebody in the face.
So, are there different... Because I'm watching a stream right now. Is there like different game modes?
So there's 3 different modes. One of them is called Frontline, so that's more like a battlefield mode or whatever. So there's 5 different checkpoints. 2 teams start red and blue. One team starts on one checkpoint. The other team starts at the other end with another checkpoint. So you have 3 checkpoints in the middle you can capture. You run up to them and start capturing them. Like say once the red team pushes the blue team all the way back to their spawn, then instead of like just capturing the spawn, they have like an objective at the spawn whether it's escort this cart up to the doors, up to the gate, and then you have to defend the cart while it goes up to the gate. So like you have to stand next to it in the circle and like walk with it up to the gate while the other team is trying to get you out of the circle, or they're trying to kill you or whatever, or push you back. Or there's like you have to destroy, like burn these fucking tents or whatever, burn the tents at the camp, or like siege the castle. There's different like things you have to do once you get to the end, but it's a lot like Battlefield where like when you die, the camera zooms up to the sky and you see the whole battle.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then like the dudes are swinging and you see like all your team, where your team is at, where their team is at, so you kind of know where to spawn. So it feels a lot like Battlefield meets like Chivalry and For Honor. Really well done game, man. It's so much fun. It
looks sweet
to play this game. It is honestly like at the moment one of my favorite games on the PC, if not my favorite. Like I can play this for hours.
You asked what you should stream. You should stream this game.
Yeah,
he did.
I did. I streamed it for like 4 hours today. It's fucking amazing. It's an epic game, man.
Streaming it.
Yeah, because that game, like, it's taken off with PC gamers. PC gamers are really loving the game. I'm loving the game, and the game runs well. I mean, yeah, there's moments where like my graphics card kind of is dipping down to 50 frames. I don't know why. Maybe the game's on ultra or something. Maybe I should drop down the settings. I haven't really messed with all that. I've just been playing the game as it like launched. So yeah, but the game is good. The game is amazing, and I honestly recommend it for anyone out there that's looking for a good game. That's a sword game. Just know this: do not expect to go into the game thinking you're going to be a badass, because the tutorial is very easy. It's very easy. Like it's like, oh, swing at this dummy and hit him with the sword. And you're like, okay, I can swing my sword. I can hit this dummy.
Right. Like, I can do this.
I can break this door down. I can pull out the little hammer and rebuild the door. Because there's things like that in the game, too, where, like, if you have a hammer, it's a hammer, I think. I think that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called. It's like a tool or whatever. It's like a hammer.
I thought it was like a carpenter's hammer.
Yeah,
you can. It's actually called.
Like I have that unlocked for my character. So my character has a spear and a hammer. So if I pull out my hammer, I can hit people with the hammer, or I can run up to these little spots around the map that have like a hammer symbol when I have my hammer equipped. It's like Battlefield. You know, in Battlefield, when you pull out your tool, you see like where you can build things. You can build the barricades or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just like that. So you can go up to like this little area on the map. You see like wood, like a pile of wood there, and you see like a little hammer symbol over it. That's white, like a white circle. And you can pull out your little hammer and just start banging on that wood. It's like, And your XP is going up like 5 XP, 10 XP, 20 XP, 15 XP. And what you're doing is you're building up a barricade. And those barricades actually work because, like, if somebody's on a horse and they're running across the map on their horse at full speed, and there's a fucking, like, spikes there that you put up with, because you build these spikes that are, like, pointing the other direction, and the dude is coming out at full speed with his horse is going to run into that, and his horse is going to fall over and die. Your horse can die, and you can fall off the horse, and then people can kill you on the ground. That's happened to me a few times where, like, like I'm on a horse, and some dude is, like, running up to my horse and just hitting the horse, like, really fast. It actually happened to me today. I jumped on the horse, and then as I jumped on the horse, 2 guys ran up to the horse, and I'm trying to hit them with my sword, or I'm trying to swing at them with my sword, and they're, like, stabbing my horse to death. Like, they stabbed my horse to death, and my horse fell over, and, like, my dude falls off the horse. And I'm playing in first, because you can switch from first person and third person. You can toggle between the two. I'm playing in first person, so, you know, when you're falling off the horse, like, your camera legitimately, like, you're falling off. And you hit the ground. Yeah, the camera's
pretty good about how it shows you falling off the horse.
Yeah, and, like, you fucking hit the ground, and you have to, like, you can't just get right back up. You have to, like, push your hands on the ground and, like, stand up again because you're wearing armor. And, like, as you're doing that, the dude just come up to you and stab you on the ground and kill you. So, like, so stuff like that happens in the game, and the game is so good, man. Just play Mordhau, people. If you have a PC, just fucking play this game. It's so good. Like, I'm glad I bought it the other day on Steam for sale. Like, that was a good price, $26, but it's $30 full price, so just get it. I mean, support games like this, because there's no microtransactions in the game either. Nothing is pay to win. Nothing is paid.
It's definitely
no. You were saying that. Weren't you saying that the people that were like level 12, 15, like
yeah,
those were the people that were like that actually played the game for the longest amount of time?
Yeah. So
right?
like, yeah, you're ranking up with XP, and the XP like determines what kind of armor you can equip on your like the character that you make. Like, the higher the level you are, I think level 30 is the max, or level 50, the better looking armor that you can get. So like the highest looking armor, the best looking armor is this one where, like, you look like the typical knight from, like, a movie. You have the helmet on, you know, the helm, and then you have, like, the feather on top of your fucking helmet, like the big looking feathers. Like, that's what a knight looks like in a movie, and that's what, like, the top knight looks like in this game, where if you unlock, like, all the levels and you rank up that high, you're gonna unlock this dude and get that mask and get that armor and look cool. And like I said, you can definitely, when you run up to those people and you're in a battle and you see a guy wearing that fucking outfit, you're like, oh, that dude's, he's played a lot of this game, and he's probably really good at this game, because he is wearing, like, that pretty cool armor. So that's super cool that there's no, like, paid cosmetics or pay to win or none of that crap.
That is awesome.
Support games like that, people. Definitely. Anyways, besides Rage 2 and Mordhau, what else have I played this week? Gunny? I don't really know, man. No, that's really it. That's really it.
That is all.
On the PS4, next week I'm gonna play that VR game, Crime and Punishment, or Punishment and something. The one that's a VR game that they made a full game from the London Heist demo. They made a full game, like a full story game. So that looks pretty interesting, and I actually pre-ordered that for $40. So I'll be playing that next week on the PS4 Pro. Comes out on Friday, actually, so I'll have to play it that night before the show on Saturday.
Cool.
But that's really all I played, man, on the PC, and that's really it. I played a little bit of Apex. Apex is okay.
Apex is okay.
It is, man. That game really lost me. Like, I was so hyped for it in the beginning, and all of a sudden,
lot of people were.
And all of a sudden, it's like I just fell off of it, like, hard. Like, it's like from going to like you meet this really cute girl and you want to date her in school, and you're like in middle school or something, you know, you're like, so like, I really want to date this girl, and then you start dating her and you find out she's like kind of crazy or something, and you're like, fuck this, I don't want to date this girl no more. That's kind of what happened with me in Apex. Like, I was like, man, I really love Apex. Apex is life.
Right.
And then it's like, Apex, wait a minute, like, Apex is okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I played it when it was, big for that first few weeks. I'm
fun.
not good at battle royales, so I never really do good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only played it for 2 weeks myself.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I've been so much into Division 2 lately, so.
Speaking of Division 2, Gunny, we got some news about that later on the raid. Anyways, let's talk about what you've been playing, Gunny. Talk to me.
Well, I played only just a little bit of Division 2. I'm just trying to get my gear score up.
Yeah.
What's it at?
I think I'm only at still only at 400.
Oh man, you got a little bit to go.
Yeah. So I don't know if I
490.
need that for the raid. Do I need it for the raid?
You need to be at a minimum of 490, and then you need your specialist to be completely maxed out. And I feel like there's one more thing, but I can't think of it.
Yeah. So I probably have to grind for at least another 4.
I mean, if you
hours.
get into a group where with your PC guys, you're on the clan there, they can hook you up with things and boost your gear score up in no time.
Yeah, probably also like share some weapons and stuff.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna want to do. And that's what Snyder and Leo did for me. And I regret that because it kind of took the fun right out of the game. Because I was getting a bunch of gear that was just useless.
Oh, at that point, yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to do the grind and get gear that you can use, do that way. Or just have someone help you out and give you stuff. It's up to you. So,
do you also know if that's a requirement? Like, can I just go do the raid, or if it's like, no, you don't meet the requirements?
I'm hearing this raid is extremely, extremely hard, and even if you are 490, and you have your specialist all the way upgraded, you're still gonna get rocked.
Okay, so it would be a painful experience, even if I tried it at a low.
You would literally probably get destroyed in a matter of seconds. So, but I'm hearing a lot of people are saying it's really hard.
Yeah, because I know the mail was the other night he was like redoing some missions on hard difficulty. He said even with like 3 other people, just doing like a hard mission, like it was our expert or something.
Right.
Like he said, he died 20 times.
Oh,
but that was just to get his gear score up. Like he's like, I literally had to knock it down to medium difficulty.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So, all right. But I mean, the other thing, besides Rage 2, just a more Astroneer on the Xbox. Just chill. Just kick back in the chair.
Just chill.
What type of game is that?
It's like a
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, like that. Except you're not really. I haven't like unlocked anything to like have my rocket or ship go anywhere. So right now, I'm just kind of doing like Minecraft stuff where I'm going down into caverns and getting resources and.
I lost my interest when you said Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean it's not blocky or anything, but it is.
It don't matter.
Like Jesus said, it's like
you're building games and all those types of games, and I'm glad there's an audience for it, but I'm not part of that audience.
I feel like it's simple crafting stuff, but I need to make these like poles for my oxygen,
right?
So I can get down into the cavern.
Just stuff like that. Have you played the No Man's Sky VR yet?
It's not out yet.
Oh, it's not out yet?
No, it comes out this summer, so I bet that's going to be pretty hot. Well, it's free, so yeah.
Oh, it's free. Cool.
Yeah, it's a free update if you already own the game. So
you should definitely stream that.
I see. The thing is,
I mentioned that. Yep.
PlayStation 4 doesn't stream to Mixer unless you have a capture card, and the capture card is like $170.
Come on, Paige.
Is that a good one?
Man, $170. Yeah, just Patreon money to help me out there, but I don't know, man. It's $170.
It'll be worth it. It'll be a good investment if you're trying to do streaming.
Maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe
and you can stream like God of War and Spider-Man on Mixer.
Yeah.
And Days Gone.
Yeah, Days Gone, that game.
I want to play it.
It's not that good. I mean,
I don't care. I want to play it.
I mean, I own it. I shouldn't have bought it. I should have used that money to buy a capture card.
Yeah, you should have. Did you buy it physically?
No, I bought it digital.
Oh.
Leave me alone, Eric. Fuck.
There needs to be a way where you can just give things a digital copy to someone.
Yeah.
I would gladly take that from you.
Yeah, I would give it to you.
How far did you get into it?
So I'm still like, I'm not in the beginning, but I'm like, I get past the first camp or whatever. So
you're like 2 hours in.
No, probably I would say like
pretty much John Jacobs the game.
5 hours into the game, probably.
You John Jacobs in the game.
No, I didn't. I'm about 5 or 6 hours in, I would say. So I mean,
that is more than what
John probably only played 2 hours.
Yeah, John played 30
like
minutes.
an hour.
Shit. So
yeah,
you can play the tutorial and be like, nah, I'm done.
The game is it's a lot like Red Dead, but not.
Good.
It's a lot like Red Dead, where it's trying to be slow and showing you the tutorials
Right.
and the abilities and what you learn, but it's not as good as Red Dead. That's the problem.
That's what I'm hearing.
You know what I mean?
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Like Red Dead does the slow thing, but Red Dead is fucking good. Like you can't sit there like anything that happens. There's no glitches in Red Dead that's gonna make you like think the game is broken. Where in Days Gone, there's a lot of glitches that'll make you think like this shit is broken.
It's unacceptable because they've had all this time for this game.
But it feels like it went through like a lot of changes, which is why like the game feels like Red Dead.
Yeah.
But it has like all these stories and different things and different like arcs and
I've heard
different things.
I've heard it's a 60-hour game.
Yeah, it's really fucking long. Like IAMS told me that like 45 hours into the game completely changed and it became even way better than it was before. I'm like 45 hours into. He's like, yeah, dude. He's like,
that's a lot of patience.
He's like, you're still learning things at 45 hours, and it's trying to be like, see, like they're taking things. It seems to me like they took things from God of War, or in God of War, like even near the end of the game in God of War, you were still learning some abilities and shit.
Yeah.
They took that from the game from God of War, but then they also took like the Red Dead slowness of Red Dead, and they like mixed it all up, like The Last of Us, and they mixed everything up. You know what I mean? And it kind of feels weird.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they tried to go for.
Sorry, Gunny. I didn't mean to hijack.
Sorry, Gunny. Sorry.
Your time.
No, it's all good.
Free.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was pretty much done. I mean, the one thing I wanted to mention too was, I think I said that I don't get into the match 3 games like on mobile. But a friend of mine who I grew up with, he sent me a request. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a gamer." I'm like, "Oh, really?" Like, but this is something I used to play.
I play them video games.
I play them video games on my cell phone. I play that Candy Crush. I'm a real gamer.
But I mean, this is a friend of mine that I grew up with playing on the NES and SNES.
So what did they send you a request for?
For Empires and Puzzles. So it's a match 3 like Gems of War.
Mobile game?
Yeah. So I actually played that like 3 times this week because I knew I wasn't going to play Xbox or PC. So, because I was just
when am I getting my Switch?
It's in the mail.
No, it's not.
I thought I get to take that on vacation when I go to Australia, man.
No, you lost that.
I'm going to get
right?
Diablo 3.
You lost that, right, Gunny? You betted the game. You betted the console.
I really want my Switch now.
What do I do with all these games now? Do I have to sell them or give them to you?
Give them to Eric. Ship them.
You lost this bet, man. Don't make me come over there.
I know.
Eric's gonna go there and bust some kneecaps if you don't fucking send the Switch over.
Kind of like the episode of Family Guy.
Yeah, he's gonna show up with the baseball bat in front to the front door.
You're gonna be coming out of a shower and be like, you got my money? You got my money, man? Then I'm gonna beat you over the head with a towel hanger.
I'm not answering the door.
You got my money, man? You got my money? It's been a week.
So, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
It's. I gotta get a box for it, so I can ship it out.
You got a week.
So it's good then.
It's good.
Slowly getting there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Gunny?
No, that's all.
All right. Eric, talk to us. You've been gone for a while.
I did buy a Nintendo Switch game in preparation for my Switch. I bought Dark Souls.
Ooh, Dark Souls.
I didn't do that. So I've been so freaking busy, man. When I have time to play video games, I don't really want to play video games, but I've been playing Division 2, just trying to grind up to get my gear score up and get everything done so I can do this raid. But I'm starting to feel like no one's going to want to do this raid when I'm ready.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's extremely hard. And but I had to take a break from that game for like 2 weeks because it's just repetitive. It's the same stuff. Once you get into Tier 1 and from Tier 1 to... Honestly, well, yeah, because you get different missions after Tier 1. You're fighting the... freaking A, I can't remember their name. Black Tusk. But then from Tier 1 on to Tier 5, it's literally the same missions and going to the same spots.
Yeah,
and doing the same missions over and over. 5 times.
Yeah.
And it's annoying and it sucks and it's just like they could have done something like spice it up a little bit, change it up a little bit. It's literally copy and paste.
With harder enemies though, Eric. Harder enemies, bro.
But it's Black Tusk. It'll be at Black Tusk at that location now, at that stronghold that you can go fight.
Yeah,
they're kind of everywhere, but still 4
times already. How many people do they have?
50.
But it's and that's the thing too, is like I had Snyder and Leo help me, which I'm glad they played with me and they helped me, but they gave me all this good loot, good weapons and good gear and all that jazz, and it kind of ruined the experience for me because I had all this at Tier 1. I had like 490 gear, so like I was wrecking people with like 2 shots, and they ruined it. Because I'm sitting there getting all this sweet gear I can't even use because I have to keep building up my gear score because that's all that matters right now. And now after the update they just put out, stuff that you pick up will somewhat match your gear score, or it'll be like your gear score a little higher, which is really nice because now I'm starting to use some different things and getting my score up a little bit. But man, it's just hard. Like I get into a game right now, I'll play a mission and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this again. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just.
But that's what this game is about. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They need to change it though. Like they don't keep it the same because it's literally you're going to lose a player base because your game is repetitive.
Yeah. And
all we're doing is, you grind to Tier 5, you do all that stuff, and now you're just going to sit and wait for raids. And so, like, you got this other raid here, and it's super hard. No one's going to really want to do the next raid.
Do you think if they would have... Because initially you can really see, right off the bat, you can kind of see the whole map, right? I mean, it doesn't show everything all over the area that you see initially from the game. Do you think if they would have opened up a new area and said, "Oh, what's this?" After you reach Tier 1, just something new and fresh, and
I don't know.
Different colored buildings. I don't know, just maybe a new park or something that would have said, "Okay, I haven't been to this area 150 times."
There was a mission where you're fighting the Black Tusk, and they literally have like bombs. Like, they're strapped up, ready to go. And they're about to bomb up the White House. Why not let them do it? Why not have your character fail the mission, and they're launching, like, these 5 bombs and destroying Washington, D.C., and that makes for a new environment. Kind of a new environment, a new playground for you to explore. After the after effect of all those bombs going off. Or the White House in disarray because, you did all this work and now you lost it because it got destroyed from them.
Right. So now you're in an underground bunker that has all that same stuff from the White House, but now it's Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to have that.
I don't know, man. I don't know how much they could really keep going with this game. What are they going to do next for the third one, if there is going to be a third one? I mean, literally copy and paste, and that sucks. But I decided to dust off the old God of War because I was inspired from watching Raising Kratos or Raising whatever it is.
Surviving Kratos?
Surviving Kratos. That was a pretty good documentary of how they made the game. and all the crunch times they had, and like the stress and the joy, and a lot of emotion in that documentary. Like there was one chick, like, so they did an interview. Her name like Shannon. She was part of Santa Monica since God of War 1, and there's this other chick there. They were like, how's adjusting to like family and doing this and going home, trying to spend time with family and spending time on making this game. One chick had a great answer, I make time. They understand what my job is, blah blah blah. And the other chick's like, I don't want to answer that question right now. And I'm like, oh damn, things aren't good. It was good. I liked it. It was like 2 hours long. It's a pretty good documentary. I would watch it.
Nice.
It's on YouTube, you said?
Yeah, I cried at the part where do you guys remember when they first announced the game at E3?
Yes.
Like, and then the crowd went wild when Kratos like walked out of the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good moment.
I literally was watching the documentary and I had tears going down my face because I don't know, I love that game so much, and it was great. It's a great game. And actually seeing what these people went through to make this game, and just to get like a 9-minute trailer out was amazing.
Yeah. Like that's every game company, Eric.
No, I know.
But some games just are not as popular as God of War, so there you go. But every game company does it. Do you think the people that make like Watch Dogs or other fucking games don't like fucking stress? Like right now as we speak in May, they're probably working their asses off thinking, fuck, we need to fucking get this shit done because the boss is saying we need to do this.
I'm sure they're stressed, but the Sony didn't have high hopes for this game.
Nobody did
from day one, and then just seeing the reaction from the crowd and seeing the reaction that the people who work on the game, because they were there at E3 in the seats as well. It was just a good moment, and then I really enjoyed it.
I agree though. Like things like that are super inspirational. They're super good.
Yeah,
good.
And so I wanted to play God of War after that, and played a little bit of God of War. That's a good game. Still fun. I'm probably gonna try to beat the Queen. I still haven't done that. I think that's the last. No, I have 2 more trophies to get before I can platinum that game. I have to beat the Queen, and then I have to do something else. I can't remember. It's been so long. But yeah, not a lot of gaming for me, man. Just busy with life.
So busy, Eric. You having a kid?
I am having.
Hey, congratulations!
Congratulations, Eric. By the way, we mentioned it to everybody last week on the show. We were like, Eric, because we figured like you already mentioned it on Facebook. You could just mention it, I guess.
I did it, guys. I created a human.
I did it. Oh, guys, I did it. Congratulations, though, man. Like that's pretty awesome, though. Like seriously.
It's already rough transition right now because like it's hard to help my wife out 'cause she's constantly sick.
Oh, she's really bad with the morning sickness.
Oh, it's not just morning; it's like an all-day sickness, man.
Yeah. When my ex, when we were having our kid, like we went through the same shit, dude. Like fucking morning sickness, and then the worst is like dumb shit, dude. Like just dumb shit that fucking makes him go off.
Yeah.
Like the dumbest thing. I'm not even kidding, Eric. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck? Why are you crying at 2 a.m?" And then they'll be thinking, "Oh, I fucking watched that one movie 3 weeks ago. That movie made me cry." You're like, "What the fuck is 3 a.m? Like, go to sleep. What are you doing awake right now thinking about that movie?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, watch some fucking movie with the baby or something, and then you go, "Oh, like crying and shit," like at 2 a.m.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
No, I don't think. So far, she hasn't been like that.
So far,
emotional.
Not yet.
But we go in on Thursday to do I think it's our first ultrasound.
Ooh.
We won't be able to tell anything. My wife said it's the size of a strawberry right now. So
are you gonna pay for that like cool looking ultrasound? That weird one? No, it's not really cool. It's kind of creepy.
3D thing?
3D one.
I don't know, man.
Those are kind of creepy looking. I don't know
if my insurance company pays for it, I'll do it.
I remember when we did ours, we did 2. We went to the hospital, did 1. They couldn't tell the gender, and then we went to the very next week. We went to like our own private one, like we went to like a clinic that does them or whatever, and they were able to tell like right away what the gender was. They're like, yeah, this is a girl. Like at first, the hospital was like, we can't tell if it's a girl or a boy. Maybe a boy, maybe a girl. And we're like, what the fuck?
Maybe a boy. They basically repeated themselves.
We cannot assume this baby's gender. How dare you?
That's what you got.
We can't tell people's gender. How dare you?
So yeah, we're super stoked. We're excited. It's our first kid, and
that's so cool, man.
I'm gonna do a diaper party. I don't know if you guys ever did one of those.
It's a diaper party.
Yeah, I've done a few.
Basically, just my guy friends. We all just or dudes. We just get together, and I just get a bunch of diapers.
Oh,
just another way to get diapers.
Diapers are important.
But I'm gonna do a LAN party.
Oh shit!
An OG old school LAN party. So
Xbox Halos or what?
I don't know, man. I was thinking Halo because I could do the Master Chief Collection, and that's the game that me and all my friends played back in the day.
So that'll be cool. I
think it would be easier too. But we were trying to figure out if can you still do LAN connection?
I don't think so.
With new Xboxes and all that?
That'll be a tricky
didn't it have
one.
Because all it is just Ethernet, right?
Yeah.
Ethernet connection.
Ethernet
That's what I thought it was.
A hub. So you just get a freaking 12-port hub and just connect.
But then again, I think the game has to have that capability because I remember that from the 360.
It wouldn't, though, the Master Chief Collection have that capability?
Good question.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because I
remember seeing that in Halo and Forza, I think.
Right.
You
really don't want to rent or anything. Try to scrounge up some 360s to play Halo for.
Because it would have that connected Ethernet option.
Right. I'm not sure, but that's what I want to do. Just get a bunch of people, 4 TVs and 4 people playing on a TV. Split screen it up. I remember those good old days, man. LAN parties were the best.
Yeah, there's a forum on the Halo Waypoint website where you can look it up how to support LAN parties. Some people say that you need one of those routers.
But then again, Eric, I mean, as long as you're all on the same network, I mean,
Yeah,
you're all
you
going to
should
play
be
together, you
fine.
could all see each other. It would still be the same
Yeah, just play
thing. It's
online.
just not all the Xboxes
but in
would
the
be
same room.
hooked up to each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all on the same Wi-Fi network.
Yeah, you should all be able to just play online in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be a strain on your network, but say.
Not necessarily, not so much of a strain. I mean, you'd be surprised how many games consoles can run on one network. A lot.
Yeah.
Especially if you have an alright router. Most companies give you an alright router. Even your cable company gives you a pretty decent
Comcast
one.
has a pretty good one. I've never had an issue.
The one
I've got high speed.
Yeah, I got the best one from Comcast, that big blocky one or whatever, Gunny, and that thing supports up to 10 consoles or more, I think. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, the modems that my work offers are pretty good too.
Yeah, so you should be good. I mean,
But yeah, that's my plan, man. OG LAN party.
Yeah. So what are you hoping your kid is? You're hoping it's a boy or a girl?
I'm hoping for a boy, but I think we both think it's gonna be a girl.
Well, we'll see. People tune back in how many months, Eric? 7 months? 9 months?
8 months?
We got a while. We're still in the early stages.
Very early stages. So 8 more months, 9 more months, 7 more months. People, I don't know. We don't know how to do math here. Just tune in later and we'll tell you what Eric has. Eric, are you going to still be able to podcast after you have a baby?
We'll find out.
That's going to be a tough one.
Wait,
might
Eric.
have to pull Orion.
Eric.
What?
Wait. So if you're going to have to sell your gaming stuff, can you
Eric,
sell me your Switch?
What the fuck? Sell Gunny back your Switch.
Can you sell me your Switch, please?
Sell him the Switch right now.
I'll send it to you. You just send it back.
No, dude, I'm still going to do some gaming and stuff.
Oh.
My plan is just to strap that kid onto my chest and just play video games.
Oh, there you go. The front of the chest. There you go. Yeah, you still see it.
Yeah. It'll work, right?
You're gonna be playing like Ryan does.
Maybe you can hold your controller
2 minutes at a time for the baby cries.
I basically do that now. Just play 2 minutes at a time.
Hey guys, I gotta go. Like, what was it the other day? We were playing with Ryan, and like we were playing like Sea of Thieves for like legitimately like 2 minutes, and then Ryan's like, I gotta go, guys. Olivia's crying. I gotta go. And then he like
his kid as an excuse. He just didn't want to play with you guys.
No, he was like all in. He's like, all right, guys, let's go. But you could tell he was excited, but he couldn't yell. Like he can't be loud.
Okay, let's go.
Guys,
You know, I've heard
let's go.
A lot of people have told me to don't do that. They said not to like talk quietly when the kid's sleeping. Just kind of do your normal thing. That way the kid can get used to all the noises.
Actually, that does work. We did that with my kid for the most part. Like there was always like some music or TV or us talking in the background. So like they get used to it. Yeah, it's a pretty true thing. Like they get used to the noise and they just sleep through it.
Yeah.
It's like you in real life. Think about it. Like if you live like next to an airport, you're going to get used to the sound of airplanes coming in all the time and you're going to sleep through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Try it, Eric. Play loud metal music.
I'm going to play some metal screaming music.
Fucking screamo music.
Yeah, dude.
All loud as shit all day.
Play some Pantera or something.
Fucking all day long. Just buy your kids some like Beats headphones.
I already did.
Some Beats headphones, some big old Beats headphones.
So Gunny, I need this. I need this Switch before my kid's born, so I can have it and play it.
Yeah.
While I'm around the kid.
Yeah.
So.
Then he's so get to it.
You lost this bet, man. You better freaking deliver.
On it.
Gunny's gonna ghost the shit out of you for the next 9 months.
He's gonna send me like an empty box.
It's gonna say Switch on a piece of paper and he's gonna send it to you.
Yeah, he knows that I'm not gonna go to freaking California to beat him up.
Anyways. So you've been playing, really? Okay. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else you guys been playing? No?
No.
Anyways, people, it's time to talk video game news. It's news time. Excuse me. I gotta get into the news here. Let's get into some news. So first off, I got some great news for you this week. Microsoft and Sony have teamed up, people. That is right. Microsoft and Sony signed a deal this week that allows Sony to use Microsoft's Azure servers for cloud streaming games. So pretty much what's going to happen is Sony is going to let Microsoft use their imaging services or whatever, like pictures or whatever. And Microsoft is going to let Sony use their servers to stream video games. While at the same time, Sony's going to let Microsoft and Microsoft's going to let Sony learn from each other's AI to pretty much like improve video game streaming. What I think this means is they're both fucking scared as shit from Google Stadia.
I think so too.
Fuck,
yeah,
guys, we need to team up and take out the other guy over there. This is like Game of Thrones, fucking like the Starks teaming up with the Lannisters, teaming up with Daenerys, and bending the knee to the Queen and getting all together to fight the White Walkers. That's what this is. They're all teaming up against the evil White Walkers. That's Google Stadia. Yeah.
You're the rightful person, but you are my queen. Right.
You're my queen.
Just like that.
You're my queen. You always be my queen.
And also, not only Stadia, but I think it's in both of their best interests as well.
It definitely is.
To go against Steam as well. Because Steam we are at a time. Yeah. I don't know about just how quickly PC gaming is growing as far as people with PCs, but I mean we hear about it all the time, and it's affordable.
PC is definitely getting more affordable, and it's becoming more of a thing where I feel like more and more people are getting into PC gaming, and it's because I feel like streaming has really pushed PC gaming. I'm not even bullshitting you. Like, I feel like the rise of Twitch,
Yes.
the rise of Mixer, and the rise of YouTube, the more people see people playing games on a PC, the more people want a PC.
And
you
not
know
only
what I
that
mean?
as well, and I think people want to play with them. They
Yeah,
want to
so
play just like
when
them,
people
you know?
are watching Ninja or Dr. Disrespect or whoever, Stone Mountain 64 or whatever, and they're like, what is this guy playing on? Why does your game look so good? What are you playing on? And then they're like, well, I'm playing on a PC. They're like, well, fuck, I need a PC. Like, I want to be playing the game they're playing, how they're playing it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I feel like a lot of kids these days know more about PC gaming than like I knew when I was a kid. Because all I knew when I was a kid was Nintendo and Sega and that stuff, right? And Xbox and that stuff. I don't know where PC gaming, like, that was kind of like for the nerds, right? But now it's not for the nerds. Now it's for the cool kids that are streaming or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
I would even go as far as to say that when I was watching people play Fortnite, and not that I had much interest in playing it as well, but I did enjoy watching Ninja, Darkness429, and a few other streamers play the game. When I was not playing games, and I thought,
Yeah.
man, I want that 144 hertz, you know?
I want that frame rate. I want that
Yeah.
smoothness. I want
I'll
that.
take that frame rate, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So like, and even like my daughter knows about like PC gaming. Like, she saw my PC like the other day. When was it? Last night. We were playing Fortnite downstairs, right? We were playing Fortnite and Hello Neighbor and shit. We're playing all these games, and we came upstairs to my room, and she saw my PC and like the fucking, I have like a dual monitor set up and all this. She was like, "What the fuck?" She was like, "What is this?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "What do you have set up here?" And I'm like, "Oh, a computer." She's like for gaming? I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Whoa!" Like she like knew exactly what it was, like she knew like, oh, she's like, do you play Roblox on there? I'm like, no, I don't play Roblox on there. You know what I mean? Like she knows what you can do on a PC. It's like, you can play Roblox, you can play Minecraft, you can play Fortnite, you can play whatever, And like, kids know that these days, and I feel like, honestly, PC gaming is becoming more common than we think.
That I've told that story before about my son's friend who, we met on Xbox like 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so when my son went into PC gaming, he would send me messages on Xbox. Hey, where's Fire? That was his
Yeah.
gamer tag at the time. Where is he? What's he doing? I'm like, he's playing on PC. He hasn't turned his Xbox One on. So you figure it's been 5 years since that Xbox One came out, right? And my son's like, yeah, I'm a PC gamer, It's just my preferred thing. I prefer the PC. So his friend bought a PC a year and a half ago just so he can play with him. But now he just enjoys PC gaming and he doesn't go back on an Xbox. I don't know. So it's just that preferred console. I don't know, style of gaming and
Yeah.
But some people are consoles for life and
there's a convenience to it too. Like, I'm not saying like PC gaming is going to take over completely, because that's impossible. It will never take over completely, because there is a cost to it associated to it, and there's sometimes complications that can come up. You know what I mean? Like,
there's people I know that like, oh, my PC broke a year ago. I haven't turned. Well, it doesn't turn on, so I've been playing on my PlayStation.
I did something wrong on my PC and fried it somehow, and now fuck it, I just turn on my Xbox and play, because I don't have to worry about my PC anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, my TV works every time.
My TV just
Click the
turns
on.
I press the button on my controller, my Xbox turns on, the TV turns on, and it works. Like, that's the convenience. So depends what you want to play and how you prefer to play. And so, but I think you're right. I think Microsoft and Sony both know that they need to team up to improve their game streaming platforms, and that's what they're going to do. And I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I think it's awesome because we know that Phil and the team are all playing on their mobile devices right now, right now. So that's cool that even Sony can now do the same thing.
But you know who else are teaming up against? I feel like Sony and Microsoft are both going to be able to not just fight off Stadia for the while, because Stadia's coming in this fall, right? But think about Twitch is coming out with their own game streaming service. Amazon already said, like, look, we're working on it too. We're making our own Amazon cloud game streaming thing. So, because Amazon, a lot of their business is cloud servers. Like, they have tons of cloud servers. They're just like Microsoft with the Azure servers, where they have them everywhere around the world. Amazon's the same exact way. They have cloud servers in the whole world, and they're just as big in server space as Microsoft is. So like Sony and Microsoft are teaming up against Twitch, against Amazon, against Google Stadia, and against Tencent, because Tencent apparently announced recently that they're going to also get into cloud streaming games.
And you know what we don't know right now is that, and I know Apple's been asked this many, many times, and they still get asked, so are you going to get into the actual gaming market? Not the mobile gaming market, but actual gaming.
This could be a thing.
No, not at this time, but who knows who they're going to team up with, so that's good that...
Yeah, because think about it, at any point they could just come out like next or this fall when they're announcing the new iPhone and the new Apple TV and the new iPads. It could be like, oh, we got one more thing, guys. Phil Spencer, come on stage. And then Phil Spencer walks out and he's like, hey, and everyone's like, what the fuck? Who the Microsoft Xbox dude is here? Like, oh yeah, we're here to show off the newest Halo running on the next iPad through game streaming. And boom, like that'll be a huge thing, right? If you can get like Xbox, or even like if say they come out with Sony and Sony comes out on stage and they're like, hey, Sony, come out here. And they're like, we have God of War running on an iPad.
Yeah.
Through game streaming. Like, that'll be huge. You know what I mean?
That would be huge, yeah.
And you're right. Apple definitely is a player that can bring a lot of eyes and eyeballs to this new streaming stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So, that'll be cool, man. Interesting to see how... Even at I'm just eager to learn more at E3.
So am I.
About this. Even though Sony won't be directly there with,
they're totally going to be dropping hints and shit. So that'll be cool, man. And like I said, who benefits out of this situation? I think the gamer does at the end of the day. I know some people are totally against this, and I understand why. There's a lot of people that don't have unlimited internet. There's a lot of people that don't have high-speed internet. But for the most part, most people are going to be able to enjoy this. A big group of people will be able to. Not most, I guess, but a big group.
Larger metropolitan, yeah.
I mean, most people have like at least 50 megabytes where their internet speed.
I would say that for those people that live in the rural areas, you'll still be playing the game that you installed on the disc, or it's in your hard drive. You just won't be streaming it. So,
and who knows? Maybe like this will push cable companies to have a better infrastructure than what they have right now.
Definitely, like it may be like that, right? Like that's the thing that they go like, hey, we need to do this now. Like let's do this, and like not just that, but like I've seen videos recently of like have you guys seen these videos on Twitter and shit of like the new 5G networks?
Yeah,
there was a test that I saw like somebody in LA where like they installed 5G recently, like the real 5G. Not the fake shit they have in some places like AT&T's doing.
Right, AT&T.
But they got the real 5GE, like the new network, installed in LA, and some people have been putting videos up of like testing the new 5GE network on their Galaxy S10s or whatever, because that's the newest phone that supports it. And like the download speeds they're getting through the test app or whatever, like the Ookla testing speed or whatever.
Yep.
They're getting like well over a gig of fucking download speed. Like, quick, dude. Like, it goes like 900, 500 megabytes, 900 megabytes, and boom, like a gig, and then it goes above a gig sometimes. And it's like, whoa, and that's on a cell phone, like testing the network. That's fucking fast, dude.
That's a small, not a small amount of people, but a smaller amount of people able to test that 5G network out. So they're gonna get that huge speed.
You're right. But when you have everybody on it, and that's true. It's gonna slow down quite a bit.
Especially when they're in California, because that's where you're gonna get the best. You're the best speed. You're the best ping.
Right. Probably,
California is where it's at for all that.
I would say Southern California and in the San Francisco area. Now I can tell you that we get a deal through Comcast with one of the representatives. For the kind of work that my wife does. So with their their cell phone service that Comcast has, I think since they don't have, I don't know who they're going through. I don't know if it's AT&T or it might be AT&T. So I don't know. For some reason, just not something we want to use. So we're still sticking with T-Mobile at this time. So I don't know. I hope this 5G that T-Mobile's coming out with works out better.
I heard T-Mobile's merging with Sprint.
Is it? Yeah, is that who it is?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, they're trying to merge. Yeah, I think they already actually did the deal.
I think they're
just trying to get approval.
Well, I think they're like in the process of doing it because my Sprint has been garbage for me lately, and I went on Twitter and people are experiencing the same issue with Galaxy S10s of their just things not loading or just losing service. So I think they're in the process of, doing a merge with them.
Yeah. Even my T-Mobile's not the best in my area. So
T-Mobile is really good actually around here. So
Verizon's really the only good one here where I'm at.
Yeah. T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon are all good around this area. Sprint's the spottiest one out of all the big networks.
I hate Sprint. Sprint is such garbage.
But yeah, I mean, so we'll see what happens with all this stuff with the new Microsoft and Sony deal. Yeah.
Definitely exciting.
Definitely exciting news here. In other news, let's talk about Borderlands. So Borderlands 3 has been pulled from pre-order at the Epic Game Store amid like a fuck up that Epic had.
This is a sale kerfuffle.
Yeah, so Epic Games has been doing. I don't know if you guys saw this recently, but I actually got emails about it. Their mega spring sale is what they're calling it, or some shit like that, right? Like their super mega sale.
I did go into the store.
So basically, what they're doing is a lot of the games that they've actually given away recently are heavily discounted, and even like a lot of their major games, like the new John Wick game coming out, it's like $5 or some shit. The Satisfactory has actually dropped to like $20 or even less, like $15, which is actually not a bad price. I might get that. Borderlands 3 was actually on sale too, though. It shouldn't have been. So you could actually pre-order Borderlands 3 here. It says this is in pounds. So you could have paid £40 for it instead of 50. So that's £10 off. So that would be like equivalent to paying like $50 instead of 60 US.
Yeah. So are they going to
$10 off? I don't know. Some people were able to do it. A lot of people did it. It doesn't say here if they're going to be able to honor it. Says here that they talked about. So people that pre-ordered the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, because it was on sale as well. People that pre-ordered that, they're going to get that pre-orders. The people that ordered Vampire the Masquerade 2 Bloodline, or the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, whatever, that's going to be honored. As far as Borderlands 3, it doesn't say. It's up to Epic, or it's up to, not Epic, but 2K or whatever to do that. That's what Epic said. Epic was like, it's not up to us, it's up to 2K to honor it, so who knows? Maybe 2K is going to be like, no, fuck that. We need all the money.
Right.
Fuck
That's
that.
a lot of money. Like,
think about it. You lose $10 out of every sale already. You know what I mean? Like, that's like a new game. What the fuck?
You know what I say? Fuck you for putting it on the Epic Store. You better honor it, bitches. How about that?
Oh, shit. Whoa.
Take that, Randy.
Whoa. Take that, Randy. Leave Randy alone. Leave Randy alone. In other news, let's talk about more Epic Store news. So the Epic Store has been getting a lot of flack lately, and now the original XCOM creator is facing a lot of backlash after he signed a deal with Epic. So the creator of the original XCOM, Julian Gollop, has endured a backlash after signing a deal with Epic Game Store, exclusive deal for his new title. So his new title is a turn-based strategy game called Phoenix Point. It's supposed to be a successor to the original XCOM, as he says on his Kickstarter. It was crowdfunded to the tune of $765,948 by over 10,000 people on Fig in June of 2017. At the time when you pre-ordered the game, or when you supported it on Fig, you were promised a Steam key for like the game when it launched. But now, since you signed a deal with Epic, the game is only launching on Epic, so people are like, where the fuck is my Steam key? I want a Steam key. Yeah. What the fuck is this shit? I didn't sign up for an Epic key. So people are fucking pissed. And he says that now he's released a statement saying that since the game is coming out to the Epic Game Store for 1 year, it's going to be exclusive for 1 year. It says here, while backers will get a Steam or GOG key after the first year to their Epic key. So you're going to get an Epic key, but you're also going to get a Steam key and a GOG key. So we'll see what happens. I mean, some people don't want the Epic key. Some people just honestly don't want to install the Epic launcher. They just don't want it.
Okay, but it does say here that they're also offering a full refund to any backers who wants it. That's what I was curious about.
Yeah, so that's not bad. I mean,
I think it's a fair deal. You're going to get 2 other copies on 2 other launchers, or your money back.
Or your money back. So it's not bad, but I mean, I guess the backlash is that he initially promised, like Steam key. And then he went and made a deal with...
Then he sold his soul to the devil, and come on, right?
Yeah. In other news, let's talk about Call of Duty. Apparently, Call of Duty's new game coming out this year.
I heard about this.
Supposed to be Modern Warfare 4, has been hit with some troubles, and now apparently Treyarch has taken the lead in the development of the new game. So...
I thought this was the 2021.
Oh, wait, this is the 2021. Yeah.
So this would have been Sledgehammer?
It would have been Raven and Sledgehammer, yeah. So now instead of them, Treyarch is going to make the game for next year.
So now there's a crunch.
Well, yeah, it says here that
they've had 3 years to make 2 years to make this game.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be 3 years now between each game. Right?
Is it 3? Right, yeah.
Because it goes Treyarch, and then the next year it goes Infinity Ward, and then the next year it goes Raven. So then, by the time Raven comes out with their game or Sledgehammer, the next year after that's supposed to be Treyarch, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's just a cycle.
It's like a cycle of every 3 years, like a different developer makes the game or whatever.
Yeah,
they copy each other.
What?
Yeah,
what's the article say?
Well, it says here that there was just troubles at the development of the game with Raven and Sledgehammer at the helm. So, Treyarch decided to do it. Apparently the game will be set during the Cold War, most likely involving Vietnam. It says as of very recently that has now changed. Yeah. So it says here that Treyarch is going to be doing Black Ops 5 for 2020. So
Goodness gracious.
I guess. Yeah. And it says here, while Treyarch is going to take the creative leadership on the new Black Ops game, Raven and Sledgehammer are going to be support studios for the game. And so, yeah. So
do you think they've lost, I don't know how to say it, but they basically got downgraded to support teams rather than a development team?
Oh, that's a good
so
question.
now it's just going to be Treyarch and Activision or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just need to restructure those teams or whatever. Maybe they need a year to restructure them and get them on their own game again.
Yeah, sounds like they're going to be firing some people.
Well, it says here that last year, apparently in February 2018, the co-founders of Sledgehammer Studios, Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield, left the studio. Yeah.
Where'd they go?
Well, it says here Activision spun it as a promotion, saying they would take on new executive duties. They pretty much got fired.
Dang.
So they got moved to a new executive position, and then they left.
Right.
Activision.
Right. Okay.
Left with the nice severance package.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, the only Call of Duty right now I really care about is the new Modern Warfare game.
Same here.
If that's the case, I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but I'm excited for that because I loved the Modern Warfare series.
Yeah.
And so I don't care about Black Ops. I never really liked Black Ops series to begin with.
Yeah,
so
same here. I'm more of an Infinity Ward fan.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Down with Call of Duty.
Down with Call of Duty.
Down with Call of Duty.
What? Gunny, no. How dare you?
Ooh, how dare you?
I don't like Call of Duty. It's Battlefield, bro.
Have you ever played Call of Duty?
I think since probably since Black Ops 3. I think was the last.
I don't think I've ever heard you talk about a Call of Duty game.
No, not since Black Ops 3.
Dang, man.
Me and my son play that, but
damn,
yeah.
Gunny. Damn.
Up to Black Ops
Gunny.
3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not good. GUD.
I'm
those
not
kind of
either.
games.
I do enjoy playing the Modern Warfare remaster though. That's fun.
Every time I do like zombies modes, and every time I look at like some kind of deal for what is the latest Call of Duty? Black Ops 4, right? 4. So it's every time it's like, oh, you can buy this mode, but it doesn't come with zombies. I'm like, damn it, like that's the only mode I want to play.
Did they ever like just sell zombies separately, or do you?
No. Like they did back in the day. I think
Did
no,
they?
because you always had to have the base game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've
I
never
always
done
thought
it
they should
separately.
have sold it separately because I would have just bought it.
I would have too. I would have too, just to play that. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Is there any more news?
One more piece of news that I have for us for the PS5. Apparently, Sony's new VR patents that people have gotten their hands on. It shows to lead that they're going to launch this in 2020, apparently, so maybe next year with the new PS5. It says here that it's going to be a new wireless VR headset. That's right. And it can detect if a person is speaking next to you, like if you have the headset on. Like it can detect if someone's speaking to you in the room. Mm-hmm. And if somebody's speaking to you in the room, the headset is going to be able to display a message inside the HUD saying like, hey, this person is talking to you in the room. You should pay attention to what they're saying to you.
That's pretty cool.
Made by wives everywhere.
Right. But it's also going to give you the option to pause the game if somebody's talking to you. But not just that, right? So like, let's say, Gunny, you're in the room with me and I'm playing the game, or your wife or whoever's in the room with you, right? It's playing the game. Or you're playing the game and your wife walks in the room to talk to you, Gunny. The headset is going to have a camera on it, so if she starts talking, you can have it set to where the game will automatically pause itself and show you the camera of her talking to you without you having to take off the headset.
Okay. That's
You know
cool.
what I mean?
I like that.
That's pretty cool.
On
You don't
top
stop
of that,
everything you're doing.
yeah, you don't have to
that's
take
cool.
it off. You don't got to remove your earphones, nothing, because it has speakers and it has like like speakers for your ears or whatever. You can use them without a fucking without earbuds, or it's gonna have an earphone plug, like you can put on headphones or whatever if you want them. You don't need them. But it's also going to be able to be wireless with no camera attached. So there you go. No cameras.
The new, what is it? The Oculus. It's the new Oculus that's all wireless, and it does those same features, but I don't know if it does that that voice chat thing, whatever you're talking about.
That voice chat thing is pretty unique.
Like a voice to
yeah,
text
that's
or
pretty
something.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a small little like. It's like a quality of life type thing, right? Where like you don't have to take off the headset and then like put it back on and try to fucking like, oh fuck, I didn't put it on right. I gotta move this. Oh, I gotta press the button to like loosen up the headband again, and put it back on my head. Like you don't gotta worry about that because you can look at your room without having to take off your headset. Like if somebody walks in the room, or like let's say you're smoking weed, right? And you got your bong set up and you're like trying to like take a hit and you're like, fuck, where did I put my bong? And you turn the camera on, you can look where the bong is, pick it up, take a hit, put it back down, turn the headset back on to game mode, and then you keep playing your game, people. The future is now.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
The future is nigh.
The future is now, boys. And besides that, I don't really have more news. I mean, there's really no news. Like, this is sad. There's no fucking news.
It's pre-E3, man.
I saw a rumor that
It's
Anthem
quiet.
was going to go free to play.
No, I was just read that article.
Yeah, it's just
That's
a rumor though.
Just a rumor. So if you guys want to touch on that real quick,
Okay, let's touch on that.
just your initial thoughts right now. Should it be free to play? What needs to happen with this game?
Touch that.
Where does it need to go?
I don't know. I don't
Into the
necessarily
dumpster.
think that if you go free to play, it's gonna give you more of a player base because of the sour.
Yeah, no one's gonna
taste
give a
that-
fuck.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's what the article even says, like, where the person who wrote this says that he doesn't even think it needs to be free to play at this time.
I mean, that's nice that it's free to play because that's a huge game going free to play, but I don't think it's gonna entice people to, try it because there's even with updates with it, it's still not great.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
things he talked about in the article is it could be, this could go two ways, where he'd like to see it either be, there'd need to be a lot of work put into it to make it free to play, for one, or the other thing would be to be like a No Man's Sky situation where they need to just buckle down and make this, just do an overhaul in the game to make it better, more funner to play. So,
Right.
Yeah.
That would suck though if it went free.
but that's
to play,
just his
'cause I bought
wishes.
that game.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Who knows what would happen?
Yeah.
Free to play. Guys, I got one more thing here for you. Just for the PC Master Racers out there. Just so you don't say I don't bring news for you guys. See, as a fellow PC Master Racer myself, I feel like I have to bring news for the PC people listening to the podcast.
We've got those.
So let me tell you what the best free VR porn games on Steam are.
Oh jeez.
Number 1. Oh wait, I'll start with number 4 here. All right, number 5. Date Night by iLude. Date Night is an entirely different from every other game on the list because it is more of a mobile game with VR porn clips and an actual VR sex simulator. Nevertheless, many of the VR sex clips are pretty hot and are certainly enough to justify a free download, Gunny. Dun dun dun.
Free, I like that.
Number 4 on the list, I got Itazura VR by Real. Itazura is a Japanese sex simulator where you play with a cute teen named Itazura. The sex interactions are not the most explicit, but what the game lacks in hardcore sex, it makes up for in intimacy. Let's go here. Number 3 on the list, we got Sin VR by Sin VR. This company that made it is called Sin VR. It's a naughty sex game that offers a wide variety of girls and environments to play with. It is one of the more polished VR porn games you'll find, especially in terms of user friendliness. Unfortunately, the character animations are not as good as some other top-tier sex games. Alright, PC Master Racers, we're getting to the number 1 here. Number 2 is called VR Paradise by Totem Entertainment. This looks pretty good, actually. Oh my, look at that. Yeah.
Yummy.
VR Paradise puts you in a virtual strip club where you can get the VIP treatment every night of the week. Oh yeah. The models are surprisingly well done and the atmosphere feels pretty authentic. The dancers' movements are a little stiff, but that's par for the course in most adult VR games. And number 1 on the list, Gunny. Number 1 on the list.
Panty Wars.
Dominatrix Simulator by Deviant Tech. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
This is the newest game on the list. Its gameplay and graphics are surprisingly deep for a game in this category. Even if you're not into S&M, this one is still worth checking out for the sheer variety of sex interactions available to the player. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody hit the air horns.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm breaking out the leather. I'm breaking out the leather and the candles, baby.
Gunny's
And the oils.
Next week, Gunny's like,
Oh.
guys, I bought the new Oculus VR. I bought the new Vive. I got the $2,000 headset. I bought it.
I got this new machine that it comes with. All those games you just talked about.
Gunny bought all those games on Steam's going to say time played for Gunny. 10
You
hours
lock
on
on the
each
door.
game. There you go, people. So, yeah, my PC Master Racers, y'all get the games too, man. Y'all get the
We
games
all know you're
too.
weird like that.
Yeah, we all know you. We know why you have those VR headsets, people. We know. I know.
It's not for watching those silly YouTube videos either.
On PSVR, you can do it too with the good old Little Star app. Don't ask me how I know this. Don't ask me. I mean,
You search for that. We know it.
it's a lot of Reddit threads. Little Star.
I do have some E3 news, Jesus.
Oh,
I've got some E3 news from Nintendo Switch games that are confirmed so far.
Okay.
This will be aired. This Nintendo Direct will be aired, scheduled at 9 a.m. Pacific time, June 11th, just before the expo properly begins. Some of those games include Luigi's Mansion 3, Fire Emblem, Three Houses, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Animal Crossing. Everybody wants to know about Animal Crossing, right? Yeah. So, more games for 2019 that we know of so far are Bee Simulator, Doom Eternal, which isn't that already out? I guess maybe some of these are. FIFA 20, the Fortnite Summer Block Party.
Doom Eternal is not out yet.
I thought it was. Oh, not sure. Oh, I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. Splatoon 2, Nintendo World Championships, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo World Champions, and Trine 4, the Nightmare Prince. So look for that Nintendo Direct on June 11th, folks. Tune in just before E3. We'll make it happen.
Okay.
Add that to your queue.
All right. Well, anyways, that's all we have, people, for news, I guess. So, anything you have, Eric? You have any news about porn games or anything cool like that? No?
No.
Oh, man. Okay now. Anyways, that's all I have, people, for news.
All right, let's get into some questions for the community.
More questions, community questions.
Community questions.
You can leave questions in our Facebook group and Discord. Go.
And on Twitter. And
I guess on Twitter, yeah. Email, yeah.
Facebook. First question comes from Ricky. Out for us. And he says, hi, HGP. When is your E3 prediction show? When do we have that scheduled?
I think next week is going to be our E3 prediction show. So, I mean, hopefully there's not a lot of leaks by then for E3. I haven't really been paying attention to those anyways. I'm really just going in kind of blind this year.
Yeah, me too.
I think I have a lot to talk about. Because, I mean, really it's Microsoft and Bethesda that I'm kind of looking forward to. Ubisoft definitely as well. A lot of the PC stuff too. But, I mean, I'm really excited to see what Microsoft has out of all of them, because Microsoft seems to be the one that, like, they can either come out and be like, you know what, fuck it. Like, this is the next Xbox. Here you go. You want to see this shit? You want to be fucking hyped for a year? Here you go, motherfucker. Boom! And they drop a fucking
You get an
trailer.
Xbox, and you get an Xbox.
2 Lamborghinis are coming down from the ceiling this time, and we got everything on stage this time, guys. You want 5 Lamborghinis coming down from the ceiling? We got 5 Lamborghinis coming down from the ceiling. And you could drive off in one of them. You know, like dumb shit. Like, I want something dumb.
Something like that. Master Chief comes out, gets in one, takes off.
Yeah.
Master Chief's in the Lamborghini.
He's sitting there wearing his helmet and everything. He can't even fit in the car.
And then he's disappointed in the Lambo. And then all of a sudden a Warthog comes out of nowhere and hits a big erection,
crushes it,
and goes in and starts shooting up the place.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Master Chief, bitches!
Yeah.
Fucking fireworks are going off and all kinds of cool shit. I want to see some cool shit.
I want to see some
and
shit.
Then Marcus Phoenix comes out of nowhere and chainsaws Master Chief in half.
He chainsaws the Warthog in half because he's like, fuck this.
Yep.
It ran over my tomatoes. Fucking.
Sea of Thieves team comes out, over my cannons blazing. All wearing
Sea of Thieves, fucking big ass ship sails in from the side, crashes into the wall.
And then Marcus Phoenix gets ambushed by a bunch of skeletons. And
he gets killed.
Yeah, gets killed by skeletons.
And then what a Microsoft game can we tie into this shit?
What's the one? It would look like a fox.
The Tales game with the something
Lucky Tales.
Lucky's Tales.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then Lucky's Tales is going to be driving the ship. He's going to be on the ship on the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's our new
And
skin.
then all of a sudden, Crocker comes out of nowhere and slices his head off.
And then the Cuphead people come out on stage. They start shooting everything up, and then all kinds of cool. It's fucking cool shit. Just all fucking
And then the
E3
Crackdown
long.
guys come out of nowhere and just
Like Terry
blast
Crews.
the ship apart. Terry Crews comes out with no shirt on and starts flexing his muscles and playing the drums with his muscles.
Playing the drums with his muscles. Little did you know, he's the one playing the music for all this while it's going on. He's playing it with his muscles.
Trying to think of other.
I'm trying to think like another cool thing they could do for their intro, like their hype.
All of a sudden, a cemetery rises up on the floor, and then you see a tombstone, and it says "R.I.P. Scalebound."
Just trolling themselves.
Just trolling themselves.
They're just having fun.
Yeah,
Bill comes out. Bill comes out with sunglasses and a joint, and he's like, "I don't give a crap." It's full Elon Musk, like on the Joe Rogan show.
Yeah, just doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's like, I'm smoking the marijuanas. I'm smoking the marijuanas, guys.
Phil's gonna be wearing a shirt. It's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm late. I don't want to be here."
No, he's gonna be wearing a shirt that says, "I'm with Sony."
I'm with Sony. I'm with Sony, bitches.
This guy come out and fucking. Oh, and then next thing you know, like Microsoft hired Reggie from Nintendo to work for them now too.
Yeah.
Hey, we hired that guy.
He did retire to go work for Microsoft.
Yeah, he never retired. It was all a ruse, guys.
Yep.
Woo! Big news. Do you guys know, for a fun fact here, that Game Pass has made over $1 billion for Microsoft?
That's crazy.
How? Oh, probably just in Game Pass subscriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. $1 billion. $1 billion.
Damn. That's a lot of dough, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Man.
Well, Microsoft altogether in their gaming sector has made like billions of dollars. I think they're just doing all kinds of deals with companies for like cloud streamings and all that shit. Like they're probably making tons of deals that is making them tons of money right now. Because they're the ones that could do it. So why not? Why not?
Yep.
Anyways, E3 predictions
next week.
Next week we're gonna have
We just
all
gave you
the
the
predictions. Yeah, we just gave you our predictions.
We just gave it to you.
Yeah.
Crazy ass shit's gonna.
The full rundown.
Yep. Drugs and
Microsoft.
all kinds of cool shit's gonna happen.
Strippers. Yeah.
Phil Spencer's gonna walk out on stage wearing a VR headset. He's gonna be like, "Oh, this thing. Oh,
what is that?
Sorry, guys. I forgot we got an announcement to make."
Yep. He comes out with like, a bunch of hookers.
Yeah, just whatever, guys. We got fucking strippers on stage. We don't care. Or Xbox, play anywhere. Play
wearing
anywhere.
Body paint, spelling Xbox.
Who cares? It's gonna be crazy.
Or Phil.
What if Xbox went back to that like dude bro shit where like come out with strippers on stage? Just like what the fuck happened?
They would get so much crap.
Yeah, they would get. You know, because like recently
dude.
they've been changing their whole like it feels like Microsoft and a whole like their Xbox team has changed the view of like Xbox being like the dude bro console to like being we're the everyone console, you know?
Right.
We want to be like Nintendo kind of, but we really can't be like Nintendo. We just want to be for everyone. Which is not a bad view. It's a good thing, right? Like they're trying to
it's a good thing for a company, right?
Yeah, they're trying to appeal.
Make money.
Yeah, they're trying to appeal to everyone, from old people to young people to like little kids. They're trying to be the console for everyone, but like it still feels like they can't get rid of like that Halo, Gears of War fucking dude bro shit. Like,
right.
Like they really need
they've got
some
the whole Minecraft thing going for it, but that's.
But like they need some new IPs that are not like dudes, big dudes shooting things.
Yeah.
Need to get rid of that. We need a new IP. Like, all right. Like I could see them like sketching a new IP, like having a meeting, right? With, like Phil Spencer and everyone's there. All right, guys. Like, they got like all the heads of the new studios they bought, like the Xbox Game Studios teams or whatever. They got all the bosses there. All right, guys, I need you guys to give me some new IPs. Any ideas? How about we do some... All right, set it in space. And we're going to shoot bad guys that are aliens. Wait. No guns. No guns. Oh, fuck. No guns. Oh, fuck. We go back down to Earth. These things are coming out of the ground from a hole. And then you're throwing grenades into the hole to close the hole.
No holes.
Fuck!
Wait, I got it. What if we had, like... What if we're knights, we have swords, we chop other people's arms off?
Oh, fuck. Maybe that's the next...
Call it Mordhau.
That's a good new IP! Make it! Woo!
It's not a shooter.
We are the smartest people alive. No one has came up with this IP ever. Phil, you are a genius.
Like, yeah, Microsoft needs to, like... Yeah, they totally need to make, like, a new IPs with, like, story-driven games, like Sony. Just make it a story.
Not just buy the IPs, but create them.
Yeah, make new ones.
Hopefully we'll hear some things from the studios that they acquired and hear something from the new studio.
Yeah, like, I just want, like... Just give me, like, a fucking... Like a teaser trailer even for, like, something, you know what I mean?
Like a 10-second teaser?
10-second teaser for, like, for anything. Like, just pull a Sony and start showing us shit that's gonna release in 5 years. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, there you go. That's crazy. Like, after like, next year, Sony's not really gonna have much of anything.
Well, I feel like next year is the year that both companies are gonna come out.
Oh yeah,
because next year, supposedly, unless they push it out till 2021, next year is a year of new consoles. Everyone's like, the whole industry is ready for this. Everyone's ready. Yeah. We're ready. You're ready. The listeners ready. Everyone's ready. Podcasts are ready. Media's ready. Everyone's ready for this. Phil's ready. Major Nelson is ready. You're ready.
Yeah.
We're all ready. And next year is the year, right? So next year, like this year, we're not going to hear much from Sony, I don't feel like. But next year, I feel like both companies are going to come out. Sony's going to have, like, some pretty cool shit with them, and they're going to have lots of exclusives, especially if they're the only company doing VR. If they're the only ones that come out and say, like, look, we got this new headset, look, we got this chat thing, look, you press this button and the camera turns on and you see your room and you could smoke your weed, all the weed you want without taking off your headset. And, like, you can take cool pictures with this shit and put filters on it or whatever. Like, you know, if they're the only ones that do VR, that's going to be super cool for Sony because they're going to be able to do a wireless VR headset with, like the only company doing VR. That's super fucking cool for them, you know what I mean? And hey, like, you don't have to buy this new headset if you have the other headset. It'll work also with the new console. That's super cool. But, like, at the same time, they're probably going to have a lot of games to announce. You know, like, Sony's been working on shit, man. They just don't talk about it, but they've probably been working on some stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Whether it's new God of War or whatever it could be. It could be a new Horizon game.
They just don't have to do it in June.
I'm going to make a bold prediction.
What's your bold prediction?
Exclusive.
The new Xbox will come out in spring.
Oh, fuck.
Late
they're going to beat
and they're going to
Sony to the punch?
Yeah, like they did with the 360 and PlayStation 3.
And how the Switch released in the earlier of the year.
Yeah. Yep, I think they're gonna want to come out swinging, and they need to be out in front before Stadia and before PlayStation.
Well, I don't know. They're not gonna beat Stadia. Stadia comes out this fall, apparently.
Does it? Oh,
yeah. Stadia comes out this fall. They already said, like, yeah, we're coming out in, like, the fall.
All right, another bold prediction. Xbox coming out in the fall to beat Stadia.
Xbox. It could be at E3. Phil Spencer. Oh, we got a new treat. We got a new teaser for the new Xbox One.
I just want them to call it Xbox.
No, they're gonna call it this. They're gonna call it Xbox One X Sad X.
Xbox One Sad X. Okay.
Xbox One X Sad X. Because we don't know how to name our consoles, guys. Anyways, here's the new teaser, and they're gonna be like, the new console has.
And it's gonna be like an interview style.
It's sadder.
Yeah,
the
5.
We've really taken our time with this system. Like, we've listened to the fans, and this is how we feel. We put our emotion into this system.
We've really listened to the feedback that we got on our newest console, the Xbox Sad, and we feel like you really like that. So we just took out the disk drive.
You know,
we're gonna fuck the disk drive.
We're making a system for the games because we believe in the gamers.
Yeah, next gen. we don't believe in disc. We believe that hurts the environment. And we're going to get rid of disc altogether. Just internet is the future. And if you don't live in an area with good internet, then go buy an Xbox One X or something.
Go get a second job to get better internet.
No, they're gonna be like, if you don't have internet for the new console, just buy an Xbox One X. Who cares? We don't care about you. Yeah, go buy a 360, you hobo. Anyways, we are now we're gonna announce the new vapor chambers. Look at this. We got 2 vape chambers in this one. 2 vape chambers.
But yeah, no. I mean, I think at spring.
You could be right.
Bold prediction.
Because if they release in spring and say like the console really is like really powerful and everyone's super hyped, right? Everyone's happy with the new console, and that really like gives them a lot of time to like build up the hype for like kids to like be at Christmas asking their parents, like, I want the new Xbox One X Sad X edition.
Mm-hmm.
I want that console, Dad. I really fucking need it. If I don't get it, I'm gonna die. I'm fucking dying. I'm gonna die tomorrow if I don't get this.
What do you think the price point's gonna be?
$500.
$500?
$550.
Oh no, I don't think they're gonna go $550.
No, they wouldn't. $500.
$549.
$500, I think.
It'd have to be $500. Yeah.
And I think that they're gonna have they're probably gonna be like, oh yeah, this console has 2 terabytes of space or cloud storage. They're gonna have something with either cloud storage or like 2 terabyte hard drives.
I think it's gonna be a 2 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah.
What is it? The Anaconda is the big beefy one, right?
Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna be SSD. I think it'll be like one of those hybrid, like half SSD, half.
Right.
Because I don't think they're gonna be able to like put SSDs in there that are that big, that are cheap enough to like justify the cost of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly feel like they're gonna really come out and be like, yeah, 2 terabyte hard drive, like it's just a regular hard drive, like a hybrid drive, where like it knows what games you're playing at the moment, so like it can load those faster, so it switches them around from like this like hybrid state to like this, you know, like it moves them around or whatever. The hard drive is smart or whatever.
Right.
That's gonna be it. And I feel like it's gonna be able to do 4K 60 minimum.
I think it's
gonna has to be that, right? Like
it can't be 1080. It's gotta be 4K.
Like they can't be 4K 30 either. Like they really has to be 4K 60 at this point. It has to be that, man. And I think that they're gonna be like, and even some games, like they're gonna be like, and oh, what is this? Oh, we're playing Gears of War 4 at 120 frames a second.
Yeah.
Never before have we been able to do this, but now with the power of the Xbox One X Sad X, we can harness the power of Gears of War 4 in 4K, 120 frames a second. You know, they're going to do shit like that. You know?
Unlock mode.
Yeah, like where you can now unlock your games. Some games, and some games that are older can support 120 frames a second or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll probably be a thing.
I have so many thoughts. Like I think the SAD edition is going to go down in price.
Yeah, I think
so.
They're gonna announce
I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna listen to the fans, and they're gonna be like, "All right, we messed up.
We've listened to the fans.
Here you go.
That'll bring it down to 150
for free." No, I'm just kidding.
If you have an Xbox Live account, we're giving you one. We don't even care.
Giving you one for free.
Just
because, dude, I was so disappointed when I saw the price for that thing because
expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I have an Xbox, but I wouldn't mind having just a digital Xbox downstairs in my living room.
I guess.
I wouldn't mind.
I mean, like I feel you on that because like even like listening to the GFNG crew, like I know Jonathan and Alan, they were trying to pressure Andy. They were trying to get her to buy an Xbox because she's a PlayStation player. Mm-hmm. And she's like, nah, I don't want to. And then they were like, hey, but this new Xbox is coming out. It's all digital. Like, it's going to be cheap. And then it comes out and it's like $250. And they're like,
yeah.
Well, fuck, Andy. We're sorry. This thing is too expensive. You might as well buy the other one because the other one is like cheaper than this one. And she's like, what the fuck? You know, like, so we'll see what happens with all that good stuff. But I'm super hyped for E3, man. Like E3, this is one of those years where like you have to be hyped if you're a gamer because they're either gonna announce a new console and be like, "Yo, this shit's coming out in spring," like Eric said, or they're just gonna go crazy with the games, because every year, usually the last year of a console, we get tons of games. Think about like E3 2012 before like the year of the Xbox One coming out, like a whole year before that. 2012 was a pretty crazy E3. We had lots of big games come out that year. Lots of big games. And just like tons of them. It felt like almost 100 games came out in a year. Like if it was like that many games. It was a lot of them. So I'm hyped. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, hell yeah. Can't wait either, man.
You hype, Gunny? You hype?
I'm hyped, man. I'll be in like another country. I'll be 20 hours ahead. I'll be watching. Basically, it'll be the next day, and I'll be watching at like 4 p.m. when Xbox starts.
All right, well, we'll see.
Hoping I have good internet.
Yeah.
Or enough to at least stream it. So, anyway, our next question. It's from John Jerome, and he asked, "Should it be inappropriate to say assless chaps by Microsoft standards? I don't know how else to describe that article of clothing." And I believe he's referring to that Rage 2 stream you were streaming on. So was it last night or
the night before? I think I was streaming some Rage 2, and there was a character in there wearing some assless chaps, and I think he mentioned it on the stream, like on the chat. And the fucking chat was like, boom, boom, you're banned. Fucking no profanity.
Just what he said.
Yeah, I deleted it, right? Like, but the thing is, what it does is it deletes it, and it doesn't let you type again if you're the person who typed it. So the only way to type another message into the chat is if you refresh the stream.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you leave and come back, like you refresh the page or whatever. So that's what he had to do, because he was like, oh, fuck, I can't type. And I was trying to figure out, like, because I didn't block him, I didn't ban him, but it was my bot, like the Streamlab bot or whatever. It was like, because I have it set to, like, take out profanity or, like, racist shit, you know, like, I don't want people spamming that shit in my chat. So I have it set to that, but it was like, no, like, you said something bad, like, ass is bad. Boom, you're banned. But it is an 18 and over stream, so I took that off to where it's not so like aggressive against the swearing words, but it does still block racist stuff. Like you can't go into my stream saying dumb shit like racist stuff, and that shit will block you.
Yeah, because I was actually there, and so since I didn't know what he wrote at the time, so. Yeah. But I mean, I was playing that game today, and when I went into town, I was like, "Why is everybody wearing assless chaps?" Yeah, the guys are wearing them. Yeah, it was funny.
But like silly. That, yeah, he's right. I mean, by Microsoft standards, that is correct. You couldn't be able to say that. I mean, probably is like breaking their standards. I would assume something like that, because is Mixer running? Is it based on the Xbox code of conduct, or is it based on I think it's their own code of conduct?
It's got to be their own thing.
Which
going on.
Their own code of conduct is very similar to Twitch's code of conduct, which they're like pretty much similar. Mirror from each other. Like the same rules. If you go to Twitch and read the rules of what you can do on a stream to what you can do on a Mixer stream, there's the same rules. Like you cannot say racist shit. You cannot go on racist rants. You just can't be on there streaming yourself giving a speech about racism. You know what I mean? Like racist shit. You just can't be doing that, or you can't be like spreading hate or all that stuff, or exposing like anything illegal, like anything. You can't be doing that on stream either. Like doing drugs on stream is not allowed. I want to shoot heroin. Let me show you kids how to do it.
Any kind of pornography.
Yeah, pornography is not allowed. None of that stuff's allowed. So
we're here to play games, folks.
Yeah, that's right. Well, actually, not really. There's people that play guitar on stream. Like I
mean, I guess there is the IRL.
Mixer has an
creative stuff.
IRL
people do
thing,
art.
So does Twitch. Yeah, where like people draw art, or people just sit there and like. There was one channel I was watching last night on Mixer that this dude literally sat there. He was sitting there on his stream, and all he was doing was queuing up YouTube videos and watching YouTube videos, like kids reacting to like Fortnite losses or something. And he was like, worst rage quits or worst raging after losing in Fortnite. And he was like watching these videos. He's like, oh shit, just like laughing at these kids that are like crying, throwing their controllers across the room and shit. Like, whoa. And he had like quite a bit of viewers watching that with him. I was like, this is pretty funny though. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should queue up YouTube videos.
That's what you should do. Don't stream games.
Just watch YouTube videos and
there you go.
laugh at dumb kids crying over Fortnite. Anyways, next question, Gunny.
All right. Next one from Brian. I think he asked this before, but he wants to know if he should sell his Xbox and join the Master Race.
Which Ryan?
Oh, Brian Tulp, sorry.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah.
It's really up to you, man.
You should.
I think you will probably benefit from it if you do, especially if you're not a very social gamer. If you don't have a lot of friends on Xbox that you game with like all the time, it's probably going to be a good thing if you just sell it and get a PC, because you're going to be able to upgrade that PC in the future without having to buy like a whole new console, which, yeah, a graphics card is probably going to cost you as much as a console, but not always. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you push it out and get like a used card that may not be the top of the line card when you get it, you're going to be able to save a lot of money and keep upgrading your stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Anyways. Got it.
Got it. All right. Next one. He does have another question. Jesus, he wants to know. Or he wants to know if you have an occasional nip slip that was not planned. Something about on his stream to get more viewers.
What?
I don't know.
What is going on right now?
I don't know.
Showing some nip to get more viewers.
What the fuck's going on here?
Oh yeah, he wants to know if you're slipping the nip on your streams to get more.
No,
viewers.
no nudity allowed. No porn
showing
allowed
some
on
cleavage.
Mixer. God, guys, what the fuck's wrong with you? Yeah, sick.
I mean,
people.
I would watch more if you
Okay,
showed
sick.
some nip.
You guys are sick. How dare you? How fucking
me more
dare
nip.
you? No.
Hashtag more nip.
Hey, you could just kind of reach up there and scratch it, like pull your shirt all the way up,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
You could wear like a V-neck and then it'll be like, oh, I have something behind my computer, and then like
They could reach over.
Yeah, they do that, right? They used to do that on Twitch.
Oh, let me reach over for this drink I have all the way back here. Next one, Gunny.
Next one from Brian. He says it's a spoiler alert. It's about Captain America. And
No,
Endgame, so
no.
Yeah, skip it.
we're gonna skip that one, folks.
We don't want to spoil the movie for people. Maybe some people haven't watched it, Gunny.
Right, because I just finally watched it last week.
Yeah,
so.
some people maybe. I haven't watched it yet. I don't really care, but I mean, it's not for me. I don't care. It's just for the listeners. I don't want to spoil it.
It was good.
All right.
Though.
Sorry, Brian. Next one from Jonathan Hall. He wants to know what our favorite buffet restaurant is. Where do we go to eat? Favorite
Old
buffet?
Country Buffet. They're not even around.
We don't have those anymore.
No.
Yeah.
We have there's Ponderosa. There's what's that?
Listen, man. Listen.
The one that's like Ponderosa.
Do you guys remember Ryan's?
No.
No.
Okay.
All I'm saying is any Chinese buffet is good.
Yeah, because I was thinking we don't have
Go
any
eat.
more
Go
left
eat.
in my area, but we do
Golden
have some
Corral.
places.
That's what I was thinking.
I see commercials for that, but we don't have
It's
any.
gross.
area.
The one here, the one next to me is just disgusting.
Ugh. Ugh.
I don't.
Is there rats in the food?
Huh?
Is there rats?
No. It's
Flies.
just. It just doesn't seem sanitary.
roaches?
Like
Yeah.
there was literally old washed mac and cheese like on a bowl.
Oh.
Wet, soggy mac and cheese on a bowl. Yeah, they didn't clean it.
Oh.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Ugh.
Literally people like it's crazy. Like literally people sit there all day and just eat food all day long.
The casino, if you're here in Oregon, the casino, Spring Mountain Casino has a Spirit Mountain Casino. Spirit Mountain Casino has a pretty good buffet. It's probably the best one in my area, I would say, is that one. Because it's a fucking casino, man. It has like a pretty big buffet. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And if you're in Vegas, just go to casinos. They got the best buffets ever.
We got a big one here, but as far as I know, no, they just have like a food court for different restaurants, but there's no
Buffet?
there's no buffet.
What?
Nope, it's got individual
That's
places of where you get food.
like unheard
They're all
of.
like run differently. So
It's
yeah,
like every
I mean, I
casino
prefer it
has a
that way because
buffet.
they've got a good place to get Chinese food. They got a good place to get like barbecue.
Well, you know what, Gunny? This buffet that I'm talking about has Chinese food and American food and Spanish food. It has all the foods, Gunny.
Damn, I wish we had one that
It's
has
like one of those
that,
like
but
international buffets that has like, over here's the Italian section, over here's the Hispanic section, over here's the Chinese section, over here's the cookies and shit over here, and the seafood, and it has like all that. But,
yeah, I mean, we don't. I'm trying to think. We don't have any more Chinese restaurants that have like the buffet here, like in my town
what?
at all.
Really?
No, they
I
just closed down.
I have
James,
2 of
something
them
else.
near me.
There's like Chinese restaurants are like usually the only restaurants that have buffets around here.
Yeah,
Like Chinese
not
food.
not here anymore. But like we've got a few like pizza places that you can buy.
Oh, yeah.
Get the buffet, get the salad, get the pizza. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Next question.
Yeah.
Manny.
I think our last one. Oh, the one thing Jonathan wants to know if I got my signature from my streamer girl, my neighbor met.
Who's that streamer girl?
Huh?
Who?
Mia Khalifa. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
You're
So I
lucky.
never did get that signature. He said he never got one for himself.
What a,
He was working at her house this week. I know. I was like, you didn't get my signature, dude. What's
was
up?
he like? He should have like gone up. What was he doing at her house? What was he doing?
I don't want to say what he was doing there, but
Oh,
he was,
you know what he was doing.
he's a contractor. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
no.
Oh, he was a contractor.
I'm the plumber. I'm here to clean your
He was working
pipes.
inside the house.
Heard there was a leaky pipe that needed to be tightened.
Yeah. I know. I already texted him. I'm like, man, I hate you. No. You didn't get my autograph.
I was the on-call nurse that got called here to take care of your mom.
Did someone order a pizza with extra sausage?
I'm gonna go over there right now to her house and demand his autograph right now. Deliver that pizza.
I think you're gonna get arrested.
Gunny gets arrested.
Gunny's gonna be arrested and have like a freaking what's that? You can't be near people.
Fucking restraining order.
Yeah, restraining order.
Oh shit. Anyways, next
Right.
question.
We got Discord questions, guys. We got a couple of them. Our first one comes from Commandalorian. And he asks, while he's sitting on the pooper, the good old shitter, he says, no lie. I ask, give me the best single-player story you've ever played.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect 2.
All the Mass Effect trilogy. Mass Effect 2, to be specific, I guess.
Okay, so mine is so many.
Don't be saying
God-
Gears of War.
No, not Gears of War. It's
God of War was pretty good too.
God-
You're quiet.
Skyrim. Even though they got like an
Sorry.
8-player mod these days. OG Skyrim.
I said the order 1886.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick with Mass Effect 2.
Speaking of Skyrim, Gunny, you know how Game of Thrones had that Starbucks cup in it the other day?
Yeah.
Somebody's made a mod for the Starbucks cup to be in Skyrim.
Oh, really? It's probably sitting on some table next to some
Have you
grog,
seen there's a
candle.
Have you seen there's a Starbucks
Starbucks mod. There's a what?
There's those pop figures.
Yeah.
There's a Starbucks cup now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is there?
from the Game of Thrones series.
Yeah.
Like Game of
Yeah.
Thrones Starbucks cup.
Did you see that? Over 1 million people have signed the petition
Yeah,
for
that's
season
crazy.
8 to be
People are
redone.
pissed,
Yeah. Come on.
It's because the series feels too rushed at this point. Like,
It is. It's very rushed.
we had like all this build up to all these things, like the White Walkers, the fight against the Ice King, and like the thing with Cersei and how their story was gonna end, and like for it to just end in like one episode, it's like Cersei would have never gone out like that. And like if they would have had like 2 more seasons, like Cersei would not have gone out like that. There ain't no fucking way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely should have.
Like how
Yeah,
is she all of a sudden like this mastermind? Like the whole 9 seasons or 8 seasons, she's been like this mastermind, killing people and all kinds of shit, always getting her way, and that's how she goes out. It's like, come on, man! Like Really, you could have done better than this, guys. Could have done better than this. Really?
They could have like at least added another season.
Totally, dude.
I do not have a lick of hope for the Star Wars stuff that they're about to do.
I don't either. I don't have any hope for the last episode of Game of Thrones. Like, I feel like that last episode is going to be very underwhelming to everyone.
Yeah.
Because
it seemed underwhelming to the actors.
Well, what I wanted was like a super like crazy like betrayal, like Littlefinger style. You know what I mean? Like some fucking crazy fucking. Yeah, I'm stabbing you in the neck as your fucking the crown is being put on your head, and I'm taking the crown, and some crazy shit, you know. But like, none of that's gonna happen, dude.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't
know. It's just, and the way they, said goodbye to some of the characters
was stupid as like
yeah,
like the people that like the wildling guys, like those guys.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. We fought the Night King. Yeah, you're good to go now. We're gonna go fight a whole nother battle with the fucking Lannisters.
What about over at King's Landing?
We don't need you.
We only deal here. We're here.
Yeah.
I'm here in the winter. Yeah.
No, we're only gonna help you guys fight the Night King. Fuck the Lannisters.
That was the deal, right?
Yeah. It's like, what?
And then Cersei paid all this money for the Golden Army, and what they do? Literally nothing.
There.
Yeah.
They stood there.
Literally, and blew up.
They stood there. Oh, wait. They went and lined up in a bunch of formations, and they stood there and died.
Yeah. It's just a lot of plot holes, man.
We're the best cell swords in all of Essos. We're here to fight for you, Cersei. It's like,
I think
okay.
She would have had her elephants. This would have been a different story.
Elephants would have changed everything.
Yep.
I mean, all I'm saying is if I would have filmed the last two seasons, or the last season, I would have added elephants.
What are elephants going to do against a dragon?
Fuck the dragon. We got elephants, motherfucker. We
would have been having to meet for like...
The moment I knew that this show was going down the shitter was when Jon did not say goodbye to Ghost.
No, listen. The moment I knew that this show is stupid and just absolute stupidity was when Dany was standing there in front of King's Landing and Cersei had like 20 scorpion things aimed at their army that was standing there like fucking Dany showed up with like 20 Unsullied, like, oh, stand in the line, guys, stand in the line. Look,
and then all of a sudden
20 people were with me.
Yeah, and then she goes back and she's got like a full freaking army. Where'd all these people come from?
I got 20 Unsullied with me, and like Cersei totally has all the fucking scorpions, like 20 of them, aimed right at her. She has the mountain standing next to her. She has her best friend captured. She has all these like archers standing there, like on the wall. And it's like, why don't you just like open the doors, tell the Golden Company to go out there and start slicing people's heads off? Shoot all the ballistas at the dragon, just all of them aimed at the dragon, all of them. Just aim all of them, 50 of them that are at the wall. Aim them at the dragon and shoot at the dragon.
Yep.
And the Golden Company is going to take care of all the Unsullied. And if the Golden Company doesn't take care of the Unsullied, have the Lannister army go out there too and start helping them.
So do you remember when
fucking
her other dragon got shot down by the ships?
Shit, yeah.
And so then, fast forward to when she flies to King's Landing.
Yeah.
And destroys all the ships. Why was there only one ship shooting at the dragon?
And all of them had the scorpions on them. All the walls had those. No one shot one thing at the fucking dragon.
Yeah.
What? Bro, okay, we're all going to line up in formation and get in formation because a battle is coming, but none of us is going to have the scorpions loaded. None of us. Let's not have these things loaded because she's totally not going to come in with the dragon, guys.
And so,
totally not coming.
Where's the other, what's the Iron, what is it? What the...
Iron, what do you mean, the Iron Fleet?
Yeah, but the girl.
Oh, yeah, she's back in the island just smoking weed.
Where the frick? Why aren't they coming to do anything?
She's over there smoking weed, bro. She's waiting for the...
See, this is the problem with the show, man. It's like, they need to do full 10 episodes and do a whole nother season and then wrap it up with 20 total 20 episodes for this season, and then it would be a next season.
Yeah, I'm I am fucking.
It sucks,
I'm
man.
pissed. I'm pissed. Fuck, Gunny, I'm fucking mad now. God damn it, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
Anyways, so on to the last question: toilet paper over or under? I say over.
Over. Under. I'm throwing down the divorce
yeah,
papers.
Under is disgusting. Who does that? Don't be an animal.
You peasant.
Fucking,
don't do that, you freaking peasant.
Fucking peasant. How dare you?
We just offended someone.
Over, Gunny. Over, not under.
Over. I say over.
Over. Yes, over. Everyone, over. Everyone. That's how the shit's supposed to be. Over. If you look at patent pictures, it's over, not under. Over.
Absolutely. 100% agreed.
You put that shit under. It's like, who does that, stupid? That's like animals do that. All right. Sorry if you do it under and I called you an animal. Fuck you. I don't care. I was gonna apologize, but you know what? Fuck you.
I think my wife does that on purpose. Puts it under.
Really, just to piss you off.
Just for me. Just after she's done, she's like, whoop, turn it around.
Turn it around. Yeah, it's just to piss you off.
I'm over there rolling around. It flips over. I roll it around. It flips over. I'm like, who did this?
Yeah. Fuck that. Anyways, we're done with questions, right?
Mm-hmm. We are finished.
All right. Good stuff, people. You can find me on Mixer, mixer.com/JesusWalksOut. I'll be streaming some games, some Mordhau, and all that good stuff. Mordhau. Mixer.com for Jesus Walks Out. And support me with your embers, people. Like, get a second mortgage on your house and just buy 1,000 million embers. Send them all on my channel. Just spend them all there. Just a million embers.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Do that, Eric. Do it tomorrow. Go mortgage your house and give me all the embers. I really need your support, people. If I get to $50, I get $50 and do more drugs. I don't know what I'll do with that. I'll probably give it away or something.
Bigger green screen? You got the green screen you paid for.
I got a green screen right here. That's right. I got software. I got drugs. Good. Anyways.
Need some nudes.
That's right.
Nudie girls in the background.
In the background dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Anyways, people. Do that. Support me. And yeah. Anyways, find me on Xbox Live Gamertag Jesus Walks a Lot. On Steam, I am Jesus Walks a Lot. On Epic, I'm Jesus Walks a Lot. On everything else, I'm Jesus Walks a Lot. Even Bethesda Launcher, I'm Jesus Walks a Lot. Everything, just fucking add me. I don't care.
You are Mr. Icon Launcher.
I don't care anymore. Man. I don't care anymore, Gunny. I'm done.
Fine. Go find me on Xbox Live under Gamertag Gunny Chief. Also on Steam, The Gunny Chief. That's where you can find me. Add me on that Uplay thing, Gunny Chief. Where do we find you, Eric?
You can find me on Xbox St. Nicholas and PlayStation Epic Erk.
We're done.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Jesus, say Gidget.
Peace out, Brussels sprouts.
I can't speak today.
Peace out, Brussels sprouts. See you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. We're out. Go to my Mixer. I have little buttons that you can press and they do shit now. If you're watching on a web browser, you can press little buttons and my stream does shit. Go do all the buttons. Go do them all. They're free. Just do it. Woo! Watch me.